So this guy, his name's Steven, and Steven has a big problem. He's about to be rich. So why is that a big problem? Well, Steven, he's 51, he lives in North Dakota, and one day he gets this crazy email. And the email is from a lawyer in London. And this London lawyer lets Steven know that one of his relatives in Ireland passed away and that he's in line for a huge inheritance check. Around $30 million. Now, I've talked about Steven before. I told his story back in 2023, but there have been some updates to this. So, before I give you the update, let me get you up to speed. So back in 2023, Steven learns about this inheritance he's about to get, and he is pumped. Because who wouldn't be? I mean, that's $30 million. And so he's planning it all out in his head, how he's gonna spend it, he's gonna get a few acres of land, he's gonna give a little money to his adult sons, maybe even start his own auto shop. Now, Steven has a longtime girlfriend, this woman, Ina. And they live together, they've been living together for 10 years. And Ina is also pumped about this $30 million. I mean, she's already talking about it openly.
He gets his inheritance this afternoon. That's why we're moving. We're gonna pay all our bills off that we need to pay off.
Here's the thing about Ina, though. She's been Steven's girlfriend for a really long time.
So we're almost
but
there.
The thing is,
to get...
Steven isn't really feeling her anymore. In fact, once he gets his inheritance money, he plans on leaving her. And he's told some of his close friends about this plan. And so I guess word gets around, and one day, someone close to Ina comes up to her and tips her off about this. That once Steven gets his money, he's out of this relationship. And Ina is pissed. I mean, she can't let that happen. I mean, she's put up with Steven for 10 whole years. She feels like she's entitled to some of that inheritance money, too. Now, some states in the U.S. have what's called common law marriage, where if you've been living together for a long period of time, you are considered legally married. And she and Steven have been living together for a long period of time, so she feels like she is his common law wife. And so Ina starts thinking, you know, if Steven happens to accidentally pass away, all that money will go to his common law wife, me. And so Ina comes up with a plan to unalive Steven and take all his inheritance money. Okay, real quick, a huge part of my job involves writing. I upload a true crime story nearly every day, which means I write or co-write a script nearly every single day. And that's why I use Grammarly. Grammarly is an AI writing partner that works seamlessly with your everyday apps. And the part is that all of these features shown are free. And if you want to check it out, Steven, to get this, and if you want to check it out, head over to Grammarly.com/Ray, where you can sign up and download for free. Now, in order for Steven to get this $30 million, he needs to sign a bunch of paperwork. And they have arranged for the London lawyer to fly into town and for Steven to go meet him at the airport. I guess once they meet, Steven can sign the documents, and that will complete the transaction, and he can get his $30 million. And so Ina's thinking, what if he gets sick? What if he makes it to the airport, signs the paperwork to transfer the money, and then he gets really sick and passes away? And I guess Ina thinks this is a hell of an idea, because on the day he's supposed to go to the airport, Ina pours a little antifreeze into Steven's sweet tea that he always drinks. And if you don't know, antifreeze has a little sweet taste to it, otherwise you can't really taste it. It's also poison. And so she poisons his sweet tea, and he unknowingly drinks it. A few hours later, Ina, Steven, and a few of Steven's friends, they all take a trip over to the airport. So they get there, and the whole group is there, chilling in the waiting area, waiting for this lawyer's flight to land. After a bit of time passes, suddenly, Steven starts to feel terrible. He gets stomach pains, like really bad ones, and with each passing minute, the pain gets worse and worse. And his friends are like, yo, should we take him and leave? And Steven's like, no, because, you know, there's $30 million at stake here. He wants to wait a bit longer. He feels like he can make it. And so they wait, and they wait, and they wait. And poor Steven gets sicker and sicker and sicker. And after a few hours, they start to feel like, oh, this London lawyer isn't gonna show up. I don't know, maybe his flight got delayed or something. But by this time, Steven is in really bad shape. Like, he can't walk on his own, and he barely seems conscious. And Steven's friends are like, yo, Ina, Steven's looking really bad.
I think you need to call an ambulance.
And Ina's like, no, he's fine. It's probably just heat stroke. And she insists on not taking him to the hospital. And so Steven's friends take him home instead, and they put him in bed to rest, while Ina waits back at the airport because she's waiting for the London lawyer to arrive. And unfortunately, the London lawyer never does. And about a day goes by, and Steven is still at home, and he still isn't doing well. And at this point, he's completely unresponsive. And Ina's there, and she's like, shit, I guess I gotta call 911. And so she calls, and an ambulance comes and takes Steven to the hospital, and unfortunately there, he passes away. And when Ina gets the news of Steven's passing, she gives an Oscar-worthy performance.
Oh my God!
I guess the son is on his way here. Okay.
Now, Steven's friends, they
Say
aren't
that.
stupid. They know something's up, and they are immediately suspicious of Ina. In fact, one of them tells police right away.
And I don't want her to sell it because we think she poisoned him. I'm almost sure she poisoned him.
And then they interview some of Steven's other friends, and some of them suggest that Ina used to make offhand comments that if she ever had to murder him, she would do it with antifreeze. And police, they give all this information to the coroner, who then tests
What an
Steven's
idiot.
blood, and I'm sure you can guess what they find.
The results revealed
Antifreeze.
ethylene glycol in his system, the key ingredient for antifreeze.
But when police question Ina, she tries to put the blame on Steven's friends.
I told him, you gotta go with me. Your friends are gonna f***ing kill you. You gotta leave them. I don't care if you're here, but get a real job and don't ever talk to them again, because they will kill you. Apparently he was poisoned.
And then she also tells police about some other concerns she has.
And I don't know how to get a hold of the guy in London for his inheritance. He should be here in town. I don't understand, so why he never showed up at the airport.
Now, her priorities are obviously on the money, but here's the thing about that, though. She's thinking the inheritance will go to her, as she is Steven's common-law wife. But they live in North Dakota, and North Dakota doesn't actually recognize common-law marriage. So, she ain't getting shit. So anyway, police aren't buying
What
her
an
nonsense.
idiot!
So they get a warrant, and they search the
They
couple's
could've just
home,
been
and
happy
they find a lot of antifreeze
together.
in places that it shouldn't have been. In a beer bottle, in a coffee mug, in a Windex bottle. I guess she was just putting it all kinds of places.
Oh
Super
no,
weird.
that's
And
right.
so they
He
go
was
to her
gonna
house,
leave
and
her.
bam, they arrest her.
Why me? I've never been arrested before like this. I've never done anything. I haven't done anything.
And here's her mugshot.
State prosecutors say 47-year-old Ina Knoyer poisoned her
Knoyer?
boyfriend Stephen Riley Jr. with
What is
antifreeze
that?
on the false belief that she would receive part of a multi-million-dollar inheritance upon his death.
And the update on this story is that she eventually does admit to poisoning Stephen. She pleads guilty, and she's sentenced to 25 years in prison. Oh, and if you don't remember from last time we talked about this, it turns out that that email that Stephen got from the London lawyer, it was all just a scam. Like, there was no relative in Ireland who passed away. There was no $30 million. There was no London lawyer going to meet them at the airport. It was all an email scam that Stephen and Ina fell for. And unfortunately, she was dumb enough to unalive him over it. Actually kind of sad.
That is horrible. Why? Why do that?
Hey everybody, welcome back. These people are getting fired in 10 seconds or less.
Because now I feel unsafe.
You're getting fired for sure.
Shut the up.
Remember this lady that just totally said the N-word unprovoked so
Yes.
easily too, like she sings it every day most likely. Yeah, she was hella fired. Hella fired. Pause to read.
We at Rofi of the Carolinas want to address a recent incident that has caused concern and upset among our stakeholders. A newly hired employee made inflammatory remarks on social media that do not align with the values and beliefs of our company. We want to make it clear that these sentiments are not representative of our organization and we do not condone or support such behavior. As soon as we were made aware of this situation, we took immediate action to pull the employee from her assignment, which is not directly with any of our clients, and the employee in question is no longer with the company. In other words, you fired us. We are owned and operated by an African-American female, and we are an immigrant-owned business and handled the situation as quickly as we could. I'm sorry. You went online and you said the N-word. And the company you work for is owned by an African-American woman? Make it make sense, okay? You not only ruined this job for yourself, but you probably ruined your entire career. The internet is forever, let's not forget.
My favorite part about this whole post is that it said, "We are owned and operated by an African American female and are an immigrant-owned business and handled the situation as quickly as we could." That buffoon really said the N-word.
How close are we to get the thing?
The poetry
Okay, I
writes
need
itself
more.
at this point, like, I can't. I'm
I
trying
need
to
500
picture
more.
As soon as they found this out, there was no question. They didn't even check in with HR. They just said bye.
I mean, what's to check in with HR about? No need whatsoever. Yeah, that's one thing we don't need approval from HR for. You're done. You're done. Casterly guys faked ringing my doorbell and took a photo as proof I wasn't home.
What?
What is castlery? Okay, so it's furniture. Let me try and decipher what happened here, because I feel like this has happened to me a lot. So these guys were supposed to deliver something to you. They rang the doorbell, walked away, didn't even wait to see if you would answer the door, and they did that so that they wouldn't have to lift the furniture and take it into your house. Is that what happened? I can't even tell you how many times it's like, I'm waiting for this package and I want it so bad. Waiting. You know, I'm just chilling. I'm a homebody. I'm always at home. You know, I'm either, you know, filming or I'm, you know, like chilling, working, watching TV, whatever. I'm home most of the time, especially when I know that a package is coming. So I'm sitting waiting for packages, and then like I get a notification on my phone that was just like,
"We tried to deliver this package and you weren't home."
looking around, like chilling in my pajamas, like, no, I'm home. I know for a fact I'm home. And you know what else I know for a fact? I don't even think that they went to the front door. You know how I know that? Like, even if I didn't hear the doorbell, whatever. Bestie, I got Ring Cam too, and I'd be watching this. Okay, anytime someone even comes close to the door, I get it spotted someone. Okay, I didn't get none of that. Y'all just drove off and didn't feel like delivering my item, paying for like extra express shipping too, and then they just like,
me, don't feel like it.
Wait, why? They drove all the way there to pretend to bring you a couch? Because they didn't feel like picking it up and bringing it in. All that effort to not make a delivery, what the actual, I bet you anything that like they have to go to the delivery address and prove it. And then if you're not home, then you're not home, then they can move on and not make the delivery. People take days off work to be home for deliveries like this. This would have set me off. There's something about this that like honestly fills me with rage because it's so true. Like the fact that I have to take a day off or Mike has to take a day off to wait for a delivery, and these dudes, even if you pay for, you know, white glove service, they just
don't feel like it. Sorry.
Me on the camera speaker, you actually have to press the button if you want to ring the doorbell. I'm surprised that, that you didn't like chime in, but they walked off pretty fast. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they rang that doorbell and walked away. Triflin'.
Okay, so I'm currently sitting waiting to get my hair braided. I have 1 minute until I'm technically allowed inside. I am hood adjacent. Okay. And I mean, that's where you go to get some good hair braided. Okay, so I'm praying it goes well. This is my first time seeing this girl. But I mean, there's a late fee if you're late. But I can't walk in 5 minutes early. And I'm a hairstylist, so I understand if somebody walks in 30 minutes early, 15 minutes early, sometimes it's annoying. But my appointment's at 4:30. At 4:25, I text her, like, which door should I walk in? Because I don't see a number. And she goes, the address is on the door, but you can't come in until 4:30. The address is on the door in black Sharpie, so I couldn't see it. It's like, girl, I'm already a little nervous. I'm like, but I brought snacks, I brought water. Okay, quick update. I have no braids. I walked in after telling her that I was there 5 minutes beforehand, and she told me I could not come in until 4:30. I walk in at 4:30, and it's two people braiding someone's hair, and they all are staring at me. In their pajamas, by the way, staring at me. It's an empty salon and one chair with a ring light. There's half-eaten tacos on the table that I'm supposed to be sitting at waiting, and no one says hello to me. No one says anything, and I just sit down, I guess, and then all of them are talking. This is the worst part. they start talking about how they would beat someone up who walked in without knocking. Now, I just walked into this establishment at my appointment time, like instructed, without knocking, because this isn't someone's home. Like, what? And so I'm sitting there.
Apparently it is.
I'm sitting right here. They can't be talking about me. And no one says anything. And again, I have to be prompt, on time. And I'm waiting there 20 minutes, watching her do someone else's braids. And I'm like, so I start texting my friend, because I'm a hairstylist. I'm texting my friend, my very good friend, who is my boss. She owns the salon. And I'm like, I feel uncomfortable. I think I'm going to leave. Now I feel unsafe. You guys are talking about beating up somebody who would just walk in the door. And I just walked in the door. Guys, what? And so
Make it
I
make
brought
sense.
this big bag of snacks, because if you know, you know, at a hair appointment, that's going to take a long time. And I was like, I'm gonna go put this in my car. No one says anything to me. I walk out, I get in my car, and I drive off. So I just texted her and I said, unfortunately, I felt really uncomfortable, so I left. I paid $35 for a deposit, so I was like, keep my $35. I don't care. But she texted me back and said, I'm sorry you felt that way, but the way that you opened the door was just really aggressive. And so for my own safety, I just felt really unsafe. So you were talking about beating up that opened your door to your salon.
I'm sorry, you then have to sit in a chair with this woman for probably like 6 hours, maybe more, depending on what you're getting done. You then have to sit in a chair while this woman does your hair? No, that's gonna be a no from me, dog. That's gonna be a big no.
I want to support this business. It looked cute online. It looked whatever. But it was so... I'm trying not to be mean. It's not my fault your door is broken, babe. It's not my fault the door swung open when I opened it. And if you don't want somebody to open your door, then don't tell them to come in to your salon. I'm so confused. So I'm just like, hey, I'm also a hairstylist.
Oh, look at us, we
So
make
I
it.
understand,
We made it.
Kind of. But I would never make someone feel the
Yes.
way. But I was like, I will be telling everyone I know to never come to you.
I'm sorry, when did it become good business practice to threaten your customers? Scram! What part of that was a good idea?
Oh, look at
I'm
her.
just
She's so
I'm blown
cute.
away. And like honestly, the fact that you
She
have
have
to
high
sit in a
heels.
chair
How?
while she's braiding
Why?
your hair, like I would probably
She's on her
expect
feet
her
all
to just
day
pull really,
in those
really hard.
freaking
really
heels.
ridiculously hard.
What the frick?
That's a very vulnerable position to be in. I'd be afraid.
But she's still texting me. She's texting me right now. My work is
She's
great.
still trying
My
to get you
service
to
is for
come
everyone.
back.
You literally made all three of us uncomfortable. Oh, I made all three of you uncomfortable by walking into your salon? When you told me to.
I love that you actually know the owner too, and it's like you picked the wrong one. You picked the wrong one today. You really gotta be careful about who you treat badly, you know? Like sometimes we have bad days, and sometimes, you know, we can say things that are offhand, etc., etc. But we really gotta be
at
careful
you.
about who we're snapping at
You're so
and
cute.
threatening
Look
to
at those
beat up.
freaking
I
heels,
can't even tell you how
lady.
many times it has, like, I might be tired, I might be stressed out. I always treat, like, everyone with as much respect as I can muster. Because, sure enough, years later, those people, like, especially, you know, like, if I'm on set or whatever, those people become people that are higher up.
So does that
And
mean
they
I gain
remember
a
how
a
you treated
staff
them. You
employee?
never know who somebody is.
Lori. Yeah,
or
I
who
did.
they could be or who they know. So it's better just to zip it.
So let's just say I'm really glad that I listened to my gut. As soon as I walked in there, I was like, I hate this. I hate this.
Like, if you felt
Yeah,
so
we're
uncomfortable, then
inside
why are
the
you
tree.
still trying to get her to come back and be a customer? Yeah, you getting fired. You getting fired for sure.
Yeah, now I'm panicking. Don't panic. No, I am, because I'm going to lose my job. But was you panicking when you was here to...
What?
POV, you called in sick all weekend and go to EP, then run into your boss. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's the thing, right? We can call in sick for sure if we don't feel like going to work. However, I feel like this was just meant to happen. That job was not for you, babe. Because what are the chances, you know? Like, do you know how many people go to these, like, music festivals? There's, like, tens of thousands of people, and the fact that you ran into him, you're done. He doesn't look too unhappy about it. Plot twist, he also called in sick. When I look at the story my job posted of me.
I hope not. You know, wait a minute. Why is there a picture of me on Instagram? I didn't tell y'all to put that out. I mean on Twitter that I'm looking at right now. I told y'all to text it to me.
What?
Oh wait. In body scans and consultations. Then just posts her weight on the internet.
What the frick?
Hey man, 160 pounds is nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing at all. That's how much I weigh. I actually think I weigh 165. I would sue! Are we even caring that much about, you know, like pounds that we weigh? Like muscle weighs more than fat, right?
Are we allowed to try things on?
Are you purchasing to shop?
Oh, I want to purchase. I really do.
If
Can
it's not,
do you?
yeah, it's not. Then if it's to
Yeah.
shop, yes. But
Do you have this one right here? Because I didn't see this one.
that's the last one.
Ah, okay. Never mind. Thank you. Do you know how much it is?
It's 7,000.
Tell me she thinks you're poor without telling me she thinks you're poor. Since when can you, like, go in a store and they can refuse you service like this? I'm sorry.
A
This
lot
is
of
some pretty
stores do
woman-
that.
Big mistake.
Big
like, I'm
mistake.
sorry. $7,000 is a lot, okay? It definitely is a lot. But this woman looked you up and down and she was like,
This woman's not affording anything in this store, so.
but even then, are they allowed to do that?
No, if you try something on, you must buy it.
Since when? Since when? That's the whole point of trying it on. She just didn't want to serve you. She wanted you out of the store, bestie. And honestly, with that attitude, you can take your money elsewhere.
Oh, that's fun.
Are you purchasing to shop?
It's giving the pretty woman scene. This is literally what it's giving.
I don't think we have anything for you. You're obviously in the wrong place.
Except the difference is like the pretty woman scene.
Look, I got money to spend in here.
She walked in there with a pile of cash and they still wouldn't take her money. This woman is like assuming that you can't afford it. I don't know if you're carrying a pile of cash or not. Are you purchasing to shop? Never heard that before because it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. She just wants you to leave. Girl, I would have told her you're the one working retail, not me. Oh, okay. Normally I wouldn't include something like that, but that's a good one. Like, that's a good one. That's what I don't understand about all of that. You know, I worked retail, okay? I did work retail. Some of the people I know that worked retail made a decent amount of money, okay? But most of us did not. And we certainly didn't have the right to be telling people who came into the store what they can and can't afford, okay? The only reason you can afford it is because you have a discount. So I used to work at Aritzia, okay? So I know exactly how it works there. They look you up and down. Sometimes if you're not the right size or you don't look like you're about to spend money, they don't even bother spending time on you, okay? I never felt that way, okay? A purchase is a purchase, all right? But there are some girls who are like really, you know, kind of like mosquitoes and they follow you around when you have like a couple of items to try on, when you're there to spend money. They single out the customers that they think will spend money in their store, okay? And they give those people special attention, while at the same time not giving attention to people who, let's say, might not fit in their largest size, don't really look like they're there to spend money, don't look like they have any money, or just don't look fashionable enough, okay? So I went into Aritzia like a couple of years ago, and I went there to buy like a super puff. I was there to spend like a decent amount of money on a nice winter jacket, but like I went there after the gym, you know, I'm looking kind of like disheveled and stuff, and I walk in and this girl doesn't even greet me. Problem number one, okay? At Aritzia, we greet everyone.
We greet everyone!
She doesn't greet me. She looks me up and down. She lets me go about my business. And I was like, okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. So I'm walking around the store and I'm like, you know, I could spend some money today. So I walk around the store, I'm gathering a bunch of things, and you know, this girl comes up to me, she's like, oh, you know, like I think that would look really, really good on you. She was super, super nice, etc. Didn't care about what I was wearing. She was just there to help me. So I start handing her a bunch of things, and she takes it to the fitting room as they do. Okay, I know exactly how this works. They don't really make commission, I don't think, but it's definitely on like a When I used to work there, if you didn't sell a certain amount, you couldn't get hours, okay? So it was very competitive. So this girl's being super, super nice. She's styling me and stuff like that. And, you know, I find like a hefty amount of pieces.
I don't know what
in addition
happened.
to the jacket that I wanted to buy. And I go up to the cash register, and the girl who didn't greet me before tries to fight for my sale. Okay? She walks up to the cash and she does the,
okay, so...
types in her number, and I'm like, no, okay, so this girl was the one that was helping me all day today? Yeah, I bet you wish you would have greeted me now. I honestly will do that all the time. Like, if I'm getting treated really poorly. Oh, man. Just because I worked in retail and I know what good retail experiences are like, because I gave stellar retail experiences. When my bosses jokingly said they were looking for someone who can make a good coffee in an interview, so I lied and said I had barista experience. Oh, is that your attempt at one of those little leaves? The little leaves? Yeah, those are hard, bestie. Those are not easy. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. So that's the coffee you made them? I mean, listen, I'd still drink it. It's like, yeah, you can't do the little leaf, okay? Doesn't mean it's a bad coffee. Might have a little too much milk in it now, but... Just use toothpick and swirl it around. All the baristas coming in through the comments. Look, it's a cloud.
Shut the up and move to the next thing. Why? We too grown to be stuck on this thing.
Hello? Matt Besney? I'm gonna need you to mic your microphones. We just heard.
Oh, girl, not only were you, like... Not only did you have your microphone not on mute, but you were talking some...
Shut the up and move to the next thing. Why? We too grown to be stuck on this thing.
Oh my goodness, yeah, you're fired for sure, like...
Matt Besney? I'm gonna need you to mic your...
Destiny! Destiny, why'd you do that? Oh my god, you just told your boss to shut up! Yeah, I'd fire you too, honestly. I would have just logged out and sent the equipment back. Like, I would have quit. Just been like, just throw in the towel. Just call it a day. Yep. Mic your mute. She did say mic your mute. She was like,
What the just happened? Did that actually just happen?
I would have been like,
my cousin played too much. My bad, y'all.
Or you just say, oh, sorry, it was the TV. It was the TV. I was watching something. But then you're admitting to watching TV while you should be on a work call. Never mind. It's fine. That one time I had to fire my night auditor. Oh.
Oh, dang.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're throwing things. We're making a mess. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so was that the reason you fired her, or was that you firing her? I have a feeling this woman just got fired. Hey, I mean, it's not like she has anything to lose. But she would have been fired in like 10 seconds or less, so. Subscribe! Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm slurping up these cheaters' salty tears.
It's now or never, because we're fucking done.
Get the fuck out. What are you doing?
You gave me the right to go to my phone.
Found out this morning my husband's cheating on me.
I watched that 7-part story so you don't have to. So this woman gets a message on TikTok from someone that also knows her husband, asking if she posted him in a Facebook page called Are We Dating the Same Guy? She's like, why would I post him there when we're married? Her and her husband have a 16-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a newborn that's like 10 weeks old. So a few days prior, he actually didn't come home one night. He stayed out until about 6 o'clock in the morning and thought that was perfectly normal. Now she clocked that, and then fast forward a few days later, she gets his message on TikTok. She asked him why he didn't come home that night. He's like, oh, I was tired. I spent the night at a coworker's house. I didn't want to drive the 30 minutes back home. So now she's sitting in the bed and she's got this message on TikTok, right? So she's like, let me go downstairs. So she goes and looks at his phone. It was actually just
Hurry,
open
hurry,
and
hurry,
out, and she
hurry. You're
looks
so
at it,
slow.
and she sees a name and it says Kate with red hearts. And she's like, who is Kate? She goes into the kitchen. She starts making breakfast for her kids. He comes downstairs. She doesn't exactly remember how she brings up the conversation, but she tells him like, hey, people are posting you in this Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook page. Why would that be happening? He's like, oh, these people are out to get me. They're lying. I don't even know who they are. And so she's like, all right, well, who's Kate? And he's like, Kate? His face goes blank. He's like, who's Kate? I don't know, Kate. What are you talking about? She's like, okay, go into your phone right now and tell me the first name that you see on your phone. And he's like, oh, you want me to go to the Facebook page? She's like, no, I want you to look at your phone and tell me the first name that you see on your text messaging. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Starts to just like backpedal. She's like, okay, well, I want to talk to Kate. Like, let me talk to her. And he goes, for what? So there is a Kate.
Oh.
You do know a Kate.
Oh.
She's like, I want to know what you guys have been talking about. I want to know if she knows you're married. Does she know that you have children? Does she know you have a newborn? Like, I want to talk to her. He just keeps gaslighting her. You guys know the routine. Gaslighting, lying. He leaves around 11 p.m. She's recording another video about 10 a.m. and he still hasn't come home. He calls her about 4 p.m. that day talking about, oh, I went to a buddy's to decompress and I took some Benadryl and knocked out. And here we are now. Are you joking? Are you? She's like, he was with Kate, obviously. Obviously. He comes home, tries to pretend like nothing's happening, everything is fine, just like going about his day. And she's just like, this is so bizarre. So she basically tells him in one of the conversations, like, this isn't gonna work out. And he said, why is a man willing to sacrifice his happiness for his family, but a woman will sacrifice her family for her happiness? Like, bro, what? So he's not apologizing, he's not remorseful, and it
Playing
seems
the
like
victim.
he's gone back and told the girl, like, why would you post me? Because the post that was on that Facebook group is gone now. So clearly he like went back to her and was like, why'd you do this to me? She is moving forward with the divorce. She's like crowdfunding, asking people to help her like pay for an attorney. She like dropped her Venmo. If you want to support her, go to her page. She's like, I'm not even interested in figuring it out. I just want to get my kids out of this toxic situation and move forward. So we wish her the best as always. Go show her love. Y'all have a great day. Bye.
Are we dating the same guy? Really be doing the Lord's work out here. They are hanging these cheaters out to dry. I really hate that we need Facebook groups like Are We Dating the Same Guy? Genuinely. Like, it's just, have we really gotten to this point that we need to create forums to find out if our mans be cheating? To compare notes? Also, I really appreciate the people that make these, like, I watched that 7-part series so you don't have to. Oh, thank Lord, may he bless you. Girl, I hope you always find the ice cream flavor that you love and it's never sold out. So simple, yet so kind. Blessings on you. I actually am very, very curious. Are we dating the same guy? Wow. There's literally hundreds of pages with like literally tens of thousands of followers each, and they do be mad about it, eh? Like if the dude gets posted on Are We Dating the Same Guy, like they do, like there's dudes that create literal lawsuits and lose them, by the way. They lose cause like whether we are kikiing over some espresso martinis or we're posting it online, we gotta know, we gotta compare our research.
Do y'all want to hear the most humbling way in which I found out I got cheated on?
Oh, always.
So I'm a bartender. My ex, but my boyfriend at the time, is a DJ. I work at a particular nightclub in Center City, Philadelphia that is open on Wednesdays. My ex works at a nightclub that is open on Wednesdays, but it's open after hours. And they are owned by the same people. So we are super close with the ownership that owns our nightclubs, and they own both spots.
Okay.
So on this particular Wednesday, the ownership was at our spot, and then they said, hey, we're actually leaving and going to the second spot. When you guys get done, if you want, come with us. We usually are not after hours people, me and my friends, but we were like, you know what, we got done early, let's make a night of it. So it's me and my 2 girl co-workers, one of which has a new boyfriend that comes with us because he also works with us. He has never met my ex, my boyfriend at the time. So we were like, they should meet, let's introduce them, let's go surprise Shaki's boyfriend and have fun. Cool, we show up. The place is pretty packed, so I say hi to my boyfriend, but I keep it moving. I don't really like sitting in a DJ booth. I'm not one of those girlfriends. So cool, we're in the back the entire time. About a half an hour before the place closes, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna head out. My friends are like, us too. So we walk towards the DJ booth because at this point it's kind of clearing out, and I'm like, okay, we can introduce the guys to each other and then we'll leave. So as we're walking over, a bottle is coming out, so we move out of the way of the bottle girls, which pushes us in the DJ booth. So it's me, my 2 girlfriends, the guy, and my ex all in the DJ booth at once, which shouldn't be an issue because I'm his girlfriend. But for some reason, this man starts freaking out. Get the f*** out, what are you doing? I'm working. Now, if I was doing something inappropriate, if I was drunk and like, you know, messing with his work, I could see him freaking out. There was nothing wrong with what we were doing.
He wanted you out of the DJ booth because he invited some other girl back there. You were gonna cramp his style, you being his girlfriend and everything. I know, so inconvenient. What DJ does not want hot girls dancing behind them, let alone their hot girl girlfriend?
My friends are dumbfounded. They are staring at me like, why is your boyfriend screaming at us? I mean, this man is going, security, get them out, blah, blah. Like, we're like, did something happen that we are missing? Because what? Now, while everybody else is confused with this interaction, I know exactly what is happening. That means that this man has a side girl, a girl that he is hooking up with and lying to around that DJ booth, and he cannot have her figure out that I am still in his life, that I am still his girlfriend, because that means that he already told her, me and Jackie are done, we are broken up, she's crazy, she's this, she's that. Meanwhile, I'm his full-on girlfriend. So security actually does come over, because he was yelling into the mic, security, security. So when they come
into
over,
the
like I
mic,
said, we all work for the same company. These security guards know us. They're like, you want us to kick your girlfriend out? Like, they're as confused as me and my friends are. And I'm like, you know what? To save everybody all this drama and embarrassment, I'll just leave. Because clearly this man does not know what it means to be mature. So I'll be the mature one and me and my friends will leave. We were already on our way out anyways.
I'm sorry, but like, if you guys were still together, I really, really hope that you broke up with him after this point. Because like, how are you not embarrassed? How are you not embarrassed? You are embarrassed. He should be embarrassed. Oh, goodness.
But as this is happening, I make an assessment of who is around that DJ booth. Now, there are two particular girls that were near that DJ booth that I had been suspicious about for months. One of which, a few months earlier, he had actually was caught on video with her in his DJ booth at that exact nightclub on a Wednesday, hugging, and her arm was going up his arm, and then naturally his phone died that night and he didn't come home. So although I don't have confirmation and he denies it to the death, more than likely something happened there. Now, the second girl was a girl that I had asked about a million times because she was always around, and he was like, oh, she's just a friend of a friend, she's best friends with my best friend, so she's around. But she just happened to always be out with them, always be at after hours with them, always be at his house. And I was like, I'm very confused on what is happening here, but would deny it. Now, when I get outside, I'm thinking that he is work because he just kicked me out because he couldn't be interrupted, right? I text him both girls' names. I say, blank and blank are there. Is that exactly why I got kicked out? Immediately texting me paragraphs. I don't know what you're talking about. You have false information. I'm not doing anything with them. The one girl has nothing to do with me. She just comes with her friends on Wednesday. And the second girl is one of my friends. Nothing has ever gone on. Nothing ever will go on. And you are absolutely insane for assuming so. Mind you, this man has already been caught cheating so many times, which, don't judge. I already know how stupid this sounds coming out of my mouth. But this man would deny these women until I would literally show him proof, show him text messages, show him pictures of them together, show them videos of them together. So I'm like, this is not very reassuring that you were telling me I'm not getting kicked out because of these girls, yet these are two girls that I am more than suspicious about. Anyways, for the next week, he treated me like absolute gold, which is yet another red flag if you're dating a narcissist. If you know, you know. But they will treat you like gold the moment they get close to being caught. And he knew that I had all the right puzzle pieces. I just wasn't able to convince myself fully that he was cheating on me again because I was so wrapped up in the abuse and the manipulation. Anyways, I found out months later, actually about a year later, because it was this past February that I found out, that he was, in fact, cheating on me with one of the girls. It was probably both, but I got confirmation on one. The other one he still denies. So yeah, looking back, do you know how embarrassing it is to know that your own boyfriend kicked you out of a club, called security, made a scene, so that you would stay hidden and a secret from his side girls?
How did he think that this was going to go over well? Okay, listen, I got a thing about DJs, all right? I don't want to say I was like a groupie, but I liked DJs, okay? I was a big fan of DJs. I was like working in the electronic music industry. I used to take photos, etc., etc. Not a big deal, but it meant that I was around them a lot. And honestly, they were the only dudes that were not intimidated by me. So they were the only dudes that were like going for me, so to speak. So I knew a lot of them and I was around them a lot. And I can tell you that the stereotype is definitely true. It is a stereotype. Obviously, there are DJs who are not cheaters, but the vast majority of them have all been caught and called out very publicly for cheating on their girlfriends or wives. God, me and my friend, we used to just, oh God, we wanted to like start this blog about how like, it would have been the equivalent of are we dating the same guy, but it would have been are we dating the same DJ? And we wanted to make like this blog about our escapades and like talk shit about all these like trifling DJs that are just the worst humans. My God, that would have popped off. I would have loved that. I got some stories. Some stories that can't share on YouTube, if you know what I mean. I did it for the plot. I did it for the plot. Come on, guys. I always do it for the plot.
Oh. Said he texting you?
Let me see my
Said he texting you?
Erwin,
Settings. Settings is texting you.
Dude.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, bro. Give it to me.
Oh, that is like diabolically
I'm
evil.
not kidding. Open it.
What's your password?
Dude, give me it.
Oh
Give me
my
my
God.
phone. Give me my phone.
You know that, okay, listen, she went in, she changed a contact so that it was the little wheel, you know, the iPhone wheel, named it settings. My goodness, that is next level. Look at you out here giving people ideas, like, like, damn it. Settings. No, you should absolutely not forgive her. Her phone just needs an update, bro. Imagine settings sends you a message every time you need to update your phone. I almost feel like these videos are detrimental because like, that's smart. Like, I'm sorry, you gotta give her that. That's smart as creative. 10 points for creativity, negative 100 points for cheating. Better than being saved as blonde 8. My favorite animal is me when I found out my boyfriend for almost 3 years was cheating on me. Oh, you framed and printed out the conversations. Oh, that is the look of someone who has... Oh, you framed and printed out the conversations. Oh, that is the look of someone who has completely given up. And so is that. Not much to say now, no? Look at him thinking of the next lie. Look at him. Look at your eyelashes. Wow. Wow. Are those real? Can I have those? Can I borrow them? Give me that. Give me that! I'm over here with my... But you know what you did, girly? In addition to having gorgeous eyelashes, you moved in the shadows. And you waited until the opportune moment to drop that bomb. Ooh, we got a part 2. What'd he say?
You don't have anything to say?
Not right now.
Not right now.
Well, it's now or never, because we're fucking done.
Not right now. Not right now, he says. The wheels are turning. He's like, what lie can I think of to justify my actions? I can't decide what's better. Someone who like grovels and cries and begs for you back, or someone who just like refuses to acknowledge, doesn't defend himself. They both kind of suck, but honestly, I like watching them cry, so... Victor, with Jesus Christ on your arm. Oh my Lord, you're so perceptive. Wow. Oh my God, that is Jesus. That is Jesus. And he's looking at you too. He's looking right up at you. He's like, was he silent or was he silenced? Silence, insolent fool. Victor, this is not Christ-like behavior. No, it is not. No, it is not.
Not very demure at all.
Imagine being like a cheater and then like doing all these bad things, but then also having Christ on your arm like that. Isn't that supposed to be kind of like a reminder to be like a good person, sort of? Or is that more of like something that helps you keep this facade up, that you are a good person?
Because it's like, wow, he's got Jesus tattooed on him. He must be a good guy.
It's not the first time I've heard of like a cheater who also was a very religious person. Oh God, another one? Oh, please show me the text. Oh God. Okay. Buckle up. This is from the girl that he cheated with. We got a DM. She slid all the way in. First time I met him was July 2nd when he picked my first time when he picked my friends and I up from the club because his friend got in a fight. Nothing happened that night though. He just took 2 of my friends to Jack in the Box. I hung out with him and his friend and my friend July 4th and we kissed. And then we hooked up a couple times after. Oh, we got a Tinder screenshot. Love it. Work and gym are my life. Devil emoji. Devil emoji, eh? Interesting choice. Man of God. Oh, we got a shirtless pic. Okay, got it. That's thirsty. Thirsty as my goodness. Excellent choices. It's not only the Tinder account and the devil emoji, but also the shirtless pic. The shirtless pic is the equivalent of like the thirst trap. Okay, that is a male thirst trap. You don't be posting that kind of thing unless you want some sort of attention. I found my friend's boyfriend on one of those Are We Dating the Same Person Facebook pages, and another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Okay, let's see it.
This is literally a monster.
Yeah. You don't look at it. How do you know you're gonna? I wasn't gonna hang out. What? Where'd you get this? What are you doing? On your phone.
Ooh, they're everywhere.
You were sleeping and it kept. So? I sleep all the time. You can't go through my phone. You gave me your password. I don't. Remember, trust is everything, Dave. But you can't check. I wasn't gonna hang out with her. I was hanging out like with me and her. It wasn't like that. If it was about me and her, you'd be like, oh, let's go to the movie. I just haven't told you. And no, she wasn't talking about me. She was talking about. Who was talking about? Your house. No. Stop gaslighting. No.
Yes, stop gaslighting.
Look at the receipt. I wrote the fact that you printed all these out were so insane. We crossed so many lines going through my phone.
Oh.
You were not going to sit there and call her.
Oh!
Now you're out of the house. You're not going to
Period! Yes! Oh my goodness! Ooh! Oh wow! Okay, yes. We love a friend like you. Ooh, I just got chills. Ooh, bestie. Yes. It's the standing up very aggressively for me. Like, you look like you were about to punch him. You didn't have a phone in your hand, your dominant hand. I feel like you might have. What was the moment?
Always out. We're so insane. We crossed so many lines going through my phone.
You are not going to sit there and call her.
Period. It's the gaslighting. It's the gaslighting, okay? You know, the funny thing about gaslighting, unless you're very, very good at, like, telling when someone's gaslighting you, is oftentimes you don't realize it unless someone else points it out, okay? It feels like kind of uncomfy. You're like, you start to feel like crazy. They somehow put the blame on you. They somehow play the victim in this scenario. Honestly, it's quite common. That's what's fucked up, is like gaslighting is people's default settings, and it's a defense mechanism, okay? It's a defense mechanism. It's kind of like a little kid that's like, did you eat the chocolate? And they're like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. He did. Yeah, my brother did. You know, it's kind of like, it's this like response that's like, doesn't make a lot of sense. But the fact that there was someone else sitting there that could tell that this dude was gaslighting, it triggers me. She knew it too, though. She's like, stop gaslighting me. Oh, it's the best. It's the best. It's literally the best. And then watch the gaslighter start to tell you you're gaslighting. No, you're gaslighting me. That's not gaslighting. Everybody watch the movie Gaslight, okay? Everybody needs to watch. It's an old movie, okay? You might not, I don't know. It's old, all right? But that's where the term came from. Definitely watch that movie if you haven't already. So we are all up to speed on what gaslighting is. My new favorite animal is you standing up for your bestie. That's what's up. Yes, absolutely. This is like a textbook lesson on gaslighting. Oh, let me just make sure that you know which one to go watch. Gaslight film. Oh, she kind of looks like Lucille Ball in that. Coincidence? 1944. Okay, so it is old. It's old. It's a black and white movie. But this is where the term came from. I don't think that there was a term for this specific type of manipulation before that.
Found a size 6 booty shorts while sorting out me and my boyfriend's
Booty
clothes.
shorts. Where'd those come from? Did she just leave without any pants on?
Oh my god.
Ooh. Oh dear. Oh, an elastic around the button, yep. You kind of need those for those shorts.
Yo, what?
hold the fuck on.
No, but like genuine question though, I understand you found her shorts. It's one thing to like leave underwear or something, but what did she leave the house in? His shorts? No. No. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to, Charlotte. She doesn't know we know everything. All right, we have to remove the sound for copyright purposes. You are the most self-centered, idiotic person I've ever met. You f***ed my ex. And you're crying. Think it's safe to say she f***ed your ex. There is a strong possibility that she f***ed your ex. Let me just... I eat salty tears for breakfast. Hey everybody, welcome back. These are some cheaters that ruin their marriages in 10 seconds or less.
Caught him cheating.
In hysterics. She's like, I finally caught him red-handed. He is cheating on me. And I'm like, tell me more. So they've already been having problems in their marriage, and they've been working on it for a while now. Now, she's already caught him on these dating sites, and he's promised that he is off of those dating sites, and he is not doing that anymore. But something inside of her was just like, no, I think he still is. So she opened up a fake account on Facebook. Fake picture. Added like some fake stuff on it just to show that she's a real person. And sent him a private message and a friend request. He accepted it.
Don't say it.
And didn't really answer the private message. Now in the private message, she just was like, hi, how are you? Thanks for accepting my friend request. Do you want to chat? And again, he didn't really respond. But a week later, he did. And
how is it that there are some people out there that are so thirsty to cheat, so thirsty to ruin their marriages, their long-term relationships, that they're willing to cheat with a person that doesn't even really exist? Are you that starved for attention? You want some attention? Zero sympathy.
Oh, hi, how are you? And all of a sudden, they just start having a conversation. Now, I'm going to tell you about that conversation, but how she was able to pull this off. She was at another friend's house, posing as this fake person online, talking to her husband, but also texting her as herself to her husband that she'll be home soon. So he knows she's going to be home soon.
Nice.
He knows that, you know, within an hour she's going to be there. But yet he continues to talk to this mysterious woman. Who is her? So she's talking to him and just like, you know, I live close by. I'm only about 45 minutes away. You know, so she's getting him to talk, setting up an actual day and time. She gave a fake address of where she lived, the 45 minutes away. And he's just like, oh yeah, you know, I can't really get out today, but you know, maybe this weekend we can meet up. And she's just like, oh, okay, well, I kind of want to play. And so she, like, sends to him. Of course, it's fake.
Oh, this, like, literally so obviously to me sounds like a bot. Like, it just doesn't even sound like an actual person. It sounds like you are literally cheating with ChatGPT. That thirsty, eh? That thirsty.
Oh, God, I cannot wait to ruin my marriage today.
Is that what goes through your head?
It's a fake one that she found off the internet. And he's just like, oh, my word. So sad. I can't even touch that. And she's like, well, send me a pic. The dude did. Sent a pic. And of course, she's just like, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. And at this point of the story, I'm just like, what did you do? What did you do? So before I tell you what she did, she says, you know what the part is that got me the most? I'm like, what? What? Besides that, what? And she's just like, when I asked, as the other woman, if he was married, he was like, no, he was divorced. And then when I asked if he still loved his wife, he said, no, I'm not in love with her anymore.
And that's the ticket. That's how he does it. Buddy, if you don't love your wife anymore, do yourself a favor and just divorce. I know it's not that simple, but like, you're ruining your life and her life by staying with a person you don't love anymore. Cattivo!
And she's just like, heartbroken. And rightfully so. Okay, so she goes home. She doesn't really want to confront him right away. She's just like, hi. And of course it's inside of her. She's just, you know? And she just says, you know, can I ask you a question? And you'll be honest with me. He's like, yeah. And she's like, have you been chatting with anybody off of any of those sites recently? He's like, oh, no, of course not. And she goes, have you been chatting to anybody off of those websites? The way that she said it, he knew the jig was up. So he goes, well, yeah, maybe I've talked to a couple people, but, you know, it's nothing. I mean, I love you. You know, you're my world. You're my life.
I mean,
And
that's
she's
not what
just
you
like,
said.
So what'd you say? And of course, he just does this roundabout, doesn't tell the truth. And then she's just like, so you haven't told anybody that you're going to meet up or anything? And he's just like, well, no, not really. Really? Okay, all right. Did you send any pictures? Like, she's just asking him point blank. She's got all of the evidence. And he's just lying to her face. And then she's just like, you know what? And she shows him. And now he can't lie. And she just starts breaking down crying. And he still is trying to lie, though. You guys, he is still trying to lie. He's just like, oh, well, you know, baby, that didn't mean nothing. That was old. And she goes, no, this was today, because you know why? I was her. And he's just like, yeah. And then, I mean, she doesn't want to show any emotion to him, but she's just so upset. And she's just like, and the part that you told this fake woman that you didn't even know, that you weren't even in love with me anymore. And he's just like, of course I am. She goes, no. Needless to say, she's getting a divorce.
Period. That's what's up. In the trash bin with you, sir. Okay, listen, I like this approach, and I'm gonna have like a little constructive criticism for next time. I would say asking him questions about it still allows him to lie, which is, you know, you catch him in a lie and that's always good, but then he can kind of like lie his way out of it. I would have fully met up with him, like planned a date to see if it was like actually something that he would go through with. Because, like, you know, I think there's plenty of people who seek validation from strangers online, and maybe it meant nothing, right? Maybe it was just like a text chat and like whatever, nothing. I know I'm saying that lightly. But if he actually tried to meet up with this fake woman, then you really, really got him. Because then it's not a,
oh, we were just chatting
type of thing. It was like an actual attempt to cheat. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard to move in the shadows, especially when, you know, you just like you were betrayed by somebody. You gotta turn it on, baby girl. You gotta turn it on. You'll deserve an Oscar after that performance. And then you really, really, really got him. Ain't no gaslighting you when you catch them red-handed like that.
Sunday Reset, while I talk about one of the many horrible things my ex-husband said and did. Do a little blackhead removal thing and then shave the face and do skincare. Is probably up there with being possibly the worst thing that was said or done. So backstory, first of all, happened in like October, November of 2023. Leading up to that, we already have my previous video out that he had been on Tinder while we were visiting family for my daughter's second birthday. Now, keep in mind, I was 32 weeks pregnant. I get a couple text messages. These text messages hurt me and disgusted me more than anything that I have ever read in my entire life. They say practically the same thing. But then I get a phone call from a third person telling me this as well. So at this point, I knew that there is no way that this information was false because this came from 3 different people and also like 3 different friend groups. So I knew that the info was for sure accurate. I don't know if you're ready to hear this because I wasn't ready to hear it. And I still, when I say this out loud, I'm like, I was told my ex-husband was walking around the job site at work saying, I have been, you-know-whatting in them. I hope I don't get another girl pregnant. Should I say it again? I've been in them. I hope I don't get another girl pregnant. Walking around at work bragging, like not in like a, oh dude, like I've been doing this, I hope, like, no, bragging.
How are you not embarrassed? You know that that's a bad thing, right? Having lots of children out of wedlock, cheating on your wife, having babies with that person, then having to like pay child support. You know that that's bad. That's not a good thing. Cool, just so we're clear.
Like, proud of it, flaunting it at work. I'm beside myself. I'm like, what in the actual world? I'm 32 weeks pregnant. You know, we have a 2-year-old who he's sleeping with, where he's sleeping with them, how many people he's sleeping with. Finally confronted him about this. Do you know what his response was? Not, I'm sorry, not, oh my gosh, not sympathetic, empathetic, none of those. It was anger because I found out. Who told you?
Of course.
Who told you? I need to know.
Of course.
You have to tell me right now.
Well, you know, it could have been one of the few people who you told when you were bragging about it at work. Why is he surprised? You're going around, you're running your mouth, you're telling everybody. How is that your main concern?
I can't keep impregnating random women. God, it's.
You dumb as hell.
That was the reaction of me finding out what he was saying and doing. Come to find out, it was happening in the barracks, on base, at work. Those like longer days, or the times that I like didn't get a FaceTime call at lunch. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. He had been sleeping with multiple women while I was pregnant, close to delivering, and you know, keep in mind the whole time I was like, something's off, tried to talk to him several times and say like, what's going on? Like, I'm having dreams, I'm having gut feelings, and every time it was, you're crazy, you're insecure, you're emotional, you're pregnant.
You're nuts.
Oh, you're pregnant.
You're nuts.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
you are,
no,
but
you're just pregnant.
you're crazy, you're insecure. No, you're not, babes. You might be pregnant, but you're none of those things.
Defend, always defend the actions, always, because I'm just crazy, right? I found all this out, I was like, I don't think I can ever look at you the same again. I don't want my daughter thinking that this is the kind of man that she should settle for. This is not normal, this is not fair, this is not okay. I had forgiven so many things over the 7 years. So many major things like this. You know what? Now I realize that these were all insecurities and issues that he had within himself, trying to justify sleeping with all these other women, lusting over all of these other women. You know what that does to a woman's confidence and insecurities, especially while they're pregnant? Like, the most vulnerable time in a woman's life, and you're gonna do and say these things? This man just had me believing that I was the ugliest thing to walk the planet Earth. I'm like, nope, he was just projecting all of his insecurities onto you, honey. Cheers to being divorced in 2024.
All right, girl, let me get this straight. You are stunning and fabulous and kind. I think that there's this like general consensus in society, not among women, but really among men, where it's like the more women, the better, right? Oh, you're such a baller, you're such a player. That's not a flex, babe. A real man provides for his family, treats his wife like a queen, puts his children first, and wouldn't even dream of looking at somebody else. 'Cause guess what? It is easy to go around and just cheat and be with other people and do all that nasty stuff. That's an easy thing to do. It is not easy to be honorable. Well, I mean, it is for some people. You want to be a real man? Have some honor. Honor! And go to war. No, I'm just kidding. Don't go to war.
What shape you want? Almond, this is perfect. I love this shape. Okay. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm not in any hurry to get home, so take your time because oh my gosh, I don't know what to do.
What
okay.
happened?
So, I'm seeing my neighbor's husband. Like, I've seen him a couple of times.
You
I
have
know
an affair?
Yes, but he's not happy in his marriage. So, and I'm not happy in mine. Anyway,
Then leave!
I left my bra there, and I'm trying to figure out how the am I gonna get it back.
You forgot to put your bra on after you...
Yeah, because we thought his wife was coming home, so I ran out. And
shit.
I know. So I'm trying to figure out how I can get my bra back.
Oh, my God.
I know. So take your time.
I hope she don't find out. Well, just tell him that his mama bra. Tell him that his mama slept over. I beg your finest pardon. Tell him to tell her that his mama sleep over. Why are you giving her advice?
Have you seen my bras? They're not a mama's bra. Yeah.
You got big ass boobs.
Mm-hmm. I like some.
So he's like, oh, the tea that's being spilled, girl. Listen, I know you're doing her nails and it might not be your place, but like, don't be giving people advice on how to cheat. Come on. Say it's your mom's bra. Don't cheat on your husband. People really be out here telling their nail ladies everything, eh? I love when her ears like just totally perked up. Wait, you're having an affair? She's like, oh, this is so good. The tea. Those were some cheaters that ended their marriages in 10 seconds or less. Subscribe.
Ah, yes, I got it.
Hey everybody, welcome back. These are some fiancés that were caught cheating.
Hot. Gotcha. Get ready with me while I share how I found out that my ex-fiance was cheating on me with men. Taking it back to the beginning of our relationship, we both went to college for theater and had a lot of friends in the LGBTQ community. At our school, even for people who like considered themselves straight, it was still pretty common for people to still like experiment. And I just casually asked him if he ever had, to which he was super defensive and basically was like, no, I would never do that. And it was just a little too defensive, you know? And throughout our entire relationship, there were like whispers about him at school, but ultimately I decided I didn't really care because I had already asked him, he gave me an answer, and also he was with me, so like it didn't really matter who else he could possibly be interested in. Fast forward, we had broken up, and it wasn't for cheating, but I did find out about a few people that he had been cheating on me with, and I had been told that he had had an inappropriate text relationship with two of my guy friends, which was obviously hurtful to me because they were my friends. So I basically texted him and said, explain yourself. To which he replied, and I will never forget this, ew, that's disgusting. I am not gay, I am not bi, I am not anything other than absolutely positively straight. Which just like screams not straight.
That's quite gay.
Right? But like I said, we weren't together anymore, so it just wasn't worth fighting about and I dropped it. But then years later, I was in a show and I started to get pretty close to one of my castmates. And we get to that point where it's like, oh my god, I can't believe we don't have each other's phone numbers, you should text me. Oh, backstory. While my ex and I were together, I had broken my phone and he lent me one of his old phones while I was waiting for a new one, and our contacts synced up during that time. So even though I didn't have his phone anymore, I still had some of his contacts on. So I tell this guy to text me, I give him my number, and his name pops up in my phone, like, as an existing contact.
It already saved.
And I immediately remember why that would happen, and I was like, oh my gosh, do you know my ex's name?
Jonathan?
And he was like, oh, I know him. So I was like,
oh, the tea.
explain.
Ooh.
Basically, he explained with proof that him and a couple of other guys helped my ex experiment.
Oh.
While he was dating me. So
No.
while he was engaged to me. He married the girl who he started dating right after me, so for her sake, I hope he got all of his experimenting out of the way. And cheating in general.
There's more where that came from.
Anyway, moral of the story, and basically every story I share on here, trust your gut.
Trust your gut indeed, baby girl. It's the like homophobia for me. I find that men that are comfortable with their masculinity are not usually homophobic, and I'm generalizing perhaps. But like, why you gotta be offended about it? You know, why is that so offensive to you? What's that movie? American Beauty? Yeah, that's what it makes me think of. I love how you like gave him an out too. Like, he had plenty of chances to tell you, and he chose not to. He chose to continue with the relationship, cheat behind your back, be engaged to you. We don't love this for you, babes. We don't. As you said, I hope he got all the cheating and experimenting out of the way, or at the very least, I hope he's honest with himself going forward.
We're all homos. Homo sapiens.
And maybe that's a part of his new relationship, but clearly he might be a little uncomfortable with that part of himself, which is okay. Just don't bring other people into it, you know what I mean? Don't leave a trail of destruction in your wake because you can't be honest with yourself about who you are. Also, side note, did anybody else get really surprised that her contour ended up looking like super fucking seamless? Like, look how dark this contour is. I was like, girl, that is not gonna work. And it did work. Her makeup looks flawless. Oh man.
If you trust your boyfriend and or fiance, let me tell you why maybe you shouldn't. And that just because you're engaged doesn't necessarily mean that that person's gonna be loyal to you. So one of my followers is recently engaged and she really wanted me to do a loyalty test on her fiance.
Get a life, dweeb.
She wanted me to go to his job and see if I can get his phone number. Clearly I did, but these screenshots got very disturbing. So I said, hey, it's Allie. I gotta make up my fake name. I told them just plugged in my phone because, again, people ask me all the time. I literally tell them my phone died until I have them right on a piece of paper. And he was like, oh, I'm glad. I asked him how his day was going, and he told me that it's been pretty boring and it was much better when I was there. So I'm going along with the flirting. Is that so? Then he says, I haven't seen a woman as beautiful as you in a long time. Sir, you are engaged. Who asked a woman to marry you less than 72 hours ago?
Whoa.
I digress. So at this point, I basically told his fiance, like, do you even want me to continue? She was like, yes, but then it got worse. I said, thank you. He asked me, do you have Instagram? It might be better if we message over there. I said, actually, I don't, but why would it be better? He said, I delete my messages a lot on my phone for storage. Sir, try again. I said, oh yeah, no IG though. Then I brought up the fact that I literally saw his engagement ring when he gave me his number. So I said, I noticed you had an engagement ring on. I'm kind of surprised you gave me your number. This man said, it's from my wife who passed away. No. I still wear it though. I don't know, kind of weird probably?
Yeah.
At that point, his fiance was like, that's enough. She has yet to tell me what she's gonna do. I think she's gonna bring it up to him. I suggested and gave her my advice of cancel the wedding. Throw the man away. You know,
yeah.
That was my own tip to her. So even if you get your boyfriend to get down on one knee, that does not mean he's going to be loyal to you. Someone is going to be loyal to you if they want to. Forcing them into a commitment is not going to guarantee them.
Is anybody else just like afraid of like love? Mike, if you ever see this, this is what will happen to you if you ever cheat on me. He wouldn't, because he knows what would happen. Listen, if you just want to be out here playing the field, spreading the seed, so to speak, by all means do it. But don't propose to somebody and make them think that you're the only person you want to spend the rest of your life with. It makes me wonder if like they would actually go through with it, or if they're just like testing the waters to like see if they can still do it, or do I still got it, you know? This hot babe's hitting on me, I'm just gonna entertain it. Would they actually do it? Hopefully not. But the fact that they're entertaining it is still cheating. The only appropriate response, if you are in a relationship or engaged or married, to someone hitting on you is, I have a girlfriend. I have a boyfriend. The only appropriate response to someone hitting on you when you are in a relationship is back the off. Block.
Step off.
Done. Finito. If you're still entertaining it, you still kind of think that you're single.
Met this man on a dating app. We got along. Let's go out to dinner, right? Now, before I go on any date, I check him out online. So I was looking up his social medias. Didn't find anything. Literally, he had accounts, but he only had one picture posted and just wasn't really active on any of his accounts. So he takes me on a date to this nice restaurant, and it was a decent date, okay? Now, he told me that he was divorced, but something felt a little bit off, and little Freudian slips just kind of seemed like he wasn't actually divorced. He was still married, and he was not wearing a ring, by the way. But since I kept getting little snippets and clues that made me feel like something was off, I knew that I was going to go home and dig further on this man. And if I'm ever involved with someone who has come to me as a single man and I find out they're not single, I'm gonna let the woman know. Maybe you wouldn't do it.
As you should.
This is me. I feel it's the right thing to do.
You go, girl.
So after the date, I went home and I dug a little bit deeper on this man. And with the help of my friend, we found out he was married and found his wife on Instagram. Her profile picture was him and her at their wedding ceremony. Beautiful, okay? I messaged her and I said, is so-and-so your husband? Now, obviously, it looks like they're married. They're in the profile picture together, and in her bio, it says that she is his wife. But what if they recently got divorced and she just hadn't changed her bio yet? I wanted to hear it from her that they were actually still married. She replied within 7 minutes and said, yes, that's my husband. And I told her that I had just went on a date with him. She responded back with a bunch of questions. I answered everything she asked, and she was just so sweet and so grateful that I had found her and told her. Now, this was a couple of months ago. Let's fast forward to yesterday. She reached out to me and thanked me again and told me she had done some investigating and found out that he had been seeing many other women. She said she reached out to 6 of them, meaning there were more than 6, but she was able to reach out to 6 of them, and they would not talk to her. I already know y'all are gonna come back with, well, I wouldn't have responded to her either. It's none of my business. I don't want to be in the middle of it. But for me, I think she had a right to know. This is not just something that y'all see in a Lifetime movie. This is happening in real life to everyday people. I talked to her for a while. She was in a very happy marriage. There was no cause for concern, no red flags, and all the while this was happening. This man lied straight to my face and told me he had been divorced for 6 months when actually he had been married for 6 months. This man even lied about his birthday, not the year he was born to make himself appear older or younger. He lied about the date of his birth. Why do you need to lie about that? And something else. So his wife told me they were both vegetarian. When he was with me, he ate a big old 12-ounce steak.
Well, there's your problem.
On a serious note, I'm not telling y'all to never date, to never fall in love, to never trust anyone. Be conscious that these things can literally happen to anyone. And if you're seeing signs of infidelity or you have that gut-wrenching feeling that something is off, it probably is. Let's talk about this in the comments. Would you want to know if your husband was seeing other women?
Yeah, I would. I would want to know. And if I found out that the person that I was seeing was also seeing somebody else or married to somebody else, yeah, I'm gonna tell her. I just don't get it. Why the need for the double, triple life? Does it make people feel good to stomp all over people's hearts and sneak around and lie? Does that make people feel good?
Makes me feel good.
What does it prove?
I'm going full douche.
That you're a shitty person? Does that make you feel good that you can get away with hurting people? Yeah, you should be embarrassed. Find a real hobby. One that doesn't involve other people's lives and hearts. Futures. Let's leave that out of it.
I have been waiting for someone to finally comment this so I can give a story time. So our marriage and relationship was fine. I had nothing to go off of. He was really, really good at lying, and like he would send pictures of him out with his friends on nights that he would cheat on me. So he was really good at what he did in covering his tracks.
Yeah.
But something just felt like a little off, like there was like some sort of emotional disconnect maybe. It was just like a gut feeling. I really had no proof to go like looking for anything. What I did was I didn't want to be like, give me your phone, because then I would raise suspicion. I gave him my old Apple Watch and I bought myself a new one because I knew that he was not going to be smart enough to delete the messages off his watch after he deleted them off his phone. I'm sure he probably assumed that if he deletes them off his phone, then they would delete off his watch.
They don't.
But they don't.
They
So
don't.
then I saw a text to a woman's name that I didn't know, and it was like, hey, I'm in the city. Do you want to meet up? By the way, this is so-and-so. We met like 16 months ago. And I was like, that's a really weird message to be sending to a woman that I don't know, and I was in complete denial at first. I was really just like, there has to be some sort of logical explanation for this, but there wasn't. He was sleeping with this random woman, and she actually declined his invitation that night.
Period. Good.
So he didn't go. He came home to me instead, which is really funny because I have like screenshot like timestamps of everything, and it's all very traumatizing and sad. I laugh about it because that's the only way I know how to cope. So when I first found out about her, he only told me about this one situation. He did not tell me about all of the others, so we were in therapy for a very long time. If you want like the whole story, I can do like a multi-part series on this. Like, it's a wild ride.
I feel like if they're really, really good at it, it means that they've had practice. Imagine your flex, like your claim to fame in life is, oh man, I've got a special talent. It's cheating on people I love. God, I am just so good at it. These women are out here really, really thinking that they're my only one. It's so funny to me. That's not a flex, babe. You're embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing your mom, okay? Let's see what your mom has to say about this, because that something tells me she ain't gonna be too happy with how she raised you. She ain't gonna take the blame for that. She be like, I can't believe you came out of me, you pieces of shit. You come out of me too.
Same girl. Same.
The Apple Watch, eh? That's a good one. Because can confirm, you gotta go and delete the messages on every single device. They still come in. You block somebody's number on one device, you gotta block it on the other device and delete the message. Don't ask me how I know that. I just got a text from someone I really didn't want a text from and blocked them. And then when I went on my computer, it was still there. If he only put half the effort into the relationship that he did in sneaking around, like literally, are you just like that unhappy? Because like relationships take work. It just takes so much effort. Like why? All the effort that you have to put into lying and cheating, you could put all that toward your
Around the
relationship
house
and be
with
a
a
very,
red
very
car.
happy person. Unless of course you enjoy the lying and the sneaking around and the hurting people you love. In which
Wait,
case,
wait,
go
wait,
off,
wait,
king
wait,
or
wait.
queen.
I went to Mexico.
That
for my
said red
bachelor
house with a
party,
brown
and that
car?
day I got
Trouble.
home, one of my
Or
friends called me.
brown house
She's
with a
like, I
red
gotta tell
car.
you something.
Yeah, that
And
makes more
she
sense.
said that one of our mutual friends saw my fiance at the time on Bumble. There was a profile, all these pictures, whatever. She sends me a screen recording of it, and I was like, okay, that's super weird. I immediately didn't want to believe that it was him, but there was a photo on there that is not on his social media, so that really got me right away. So I obviously called him over and showed him, and I was like, what is this? You want to just explain? Because I literally already caught you. And he straight up denied it for like hours in front of me and my sister.
There's literally a screenshot.
And I was like, okay, this makes no sense. Like, it's clearly you. Just admit it. And he swore like on his family and like on everything.
Embarrassing.
He was like, it's not me, and I'm gonna prove it to you. Because I was like, okay, you need to leave. Like, I don't even know what's going on. So the next day,
No, I don't have
he
enough.
was like, I email Bumble. I'm trying to figure out like who's using my photos and all this stuff. It was like super chaotic. And then fast forward like a little bit, he sent me a screenshot of messages between him and his friend. And he was going back and forth, accusing this guy of making the Bumble profile of him. And in the end of it, the guy admits it. He was like, yeah, whatever, like, hope you get what's coming for you or something. And so there was, like, previous beef between these two, and so I was like, oh, like, this guy just, like, wants us to break up or whatever, so, okay. Like, this is exactly, like, where this profile came from. I believed it, and I was like, oh, this, like, thank God, like, and I would have, like, left it at that. My friend was like, this is still super weird. I really think you need to look into it more, because how would this guy get these pictures of him? Because they're not on his social media.
How did you manage to do that?
Said this to my fiance at the time, and he flipped out on me and was like, I can't do this right now. Like, I can't believe you don't believe me. I just proved it to you that it's not me. And I was like, okay, we need to meet in person and talk about this because this is crazy. He came over, but before he did, I texted somebody who knows this guy who was texting him, and I got his number. So that then, when I saw my fiance, I could compare the numbers and see if it's the same. Because if it wasn't, I was like, this is crazy. Because he literally is having somebody text and pretend to be somebody and make this like fake conversation. So, turns out it was not the same guy. It was somebody else from his work who did essentially that. Fake texted, made this whole conversation, and it was literally insane. And that's when I really caught him in the lie, and I was like, you better start talking. Like, this is crazy. And he actually left. Like, he didn't even say anything, so.
Well, he probably just went to go leave and think up some more lies and ways to, like, you know, not get caught. Imagine someone reaches out to you and they say, hey man, I got caught cheating, my fiance knows. Would you mind faking a conversation so that I can lie to her again and continue cheating?
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah, well, no problem, I got you, buddy. Like,
they're in it together. To the trash with you!
And I was like, you better start talking because this is crazy. So he finally admits it and he was like, yes, that's me. Like, that's my profile. And I was like, okay, more details. It was like pulling teeth. Like, he would not even like say anything. I just had to keep asking him questions and I could tell that he was being hesitant and thinking on them. And now that I look back at it, he was really just continuing to think of his lies because everything that he was saying to me at this moment was also lies. He wasn't admitting anything. So he told me that he was on Bumble just for this 1 month of July. He was like, you're never around, like you're always leaving. You never want to come hang out with me and my friends. So I've just been feeling really lonely. And he played this whole victim card on me. And I was like, where is this coming from? Like, you haven't even said anything to me. I don't even understand. Like, and so it was this whole thing. This was all on Monday, and fast forward through Monday, we like meet up with our marriage counselors because I was like, okay, maybe we can work through this. I obviously didn't know if I could trust him, but we were supposed to get married in 2 months, and I was really just trying to like figure it out. The next day, I didn't talk to him at all. I was like, I don't want to hear from you. Like, I just need to figure this out on my own. I need to know if I should say, or if we can work this out, or if I should just be like, no. So then I told him, though, we need to be completely transparent, and I don't like that I don't have access to anything because now I can't trust you. So he sends me a list of his passwords, and I was like, cool. Wednesday morning, I woke up with like an extreme urge to check his email, and I was just like, I need to. Woke up, literally logged into his email right away. I typed in Bumble, all the notifications scroll back to 2019 to when we first started dating. They were continuous throughout all the months that we were together. All the notifications, it was messages, it was swipes, it was a subscription to get his name out there more. It would always say, welcome back, and it was his name, it was his middle name. He had all these different accounts the whole time that we were together. So I texted him and I was like, I know you've been cheating on me the whole time. We've been together, like, we're done. That's it. So
good girl.
Yeah. And then at that point, when we met up that night to like finalize and end things, he told me he never hung out with anybody. He only messaged girls, and I was just like, okay, that seems really like sketch. I don't believe that. And then just recently, I found out from somebody that he told that he was sleeping around and was with girls the whole time we were together. So
And the lies.
First of all, that ain't a baby. He's got to be at least 5 years old. It smelled like a baby. Nicole, how many people are at table 20? 2 and a baby. First of all, that ain't a baby. He's got to be at least 5 years old. It smelled like a baby. Well, it's a person is my point, so why did you put that table in the computer as a two-top? Because there are only 2 people who are going to order from the regular menu. If they're taking up a seat, they're a person. I know what you're doing. You're just trying to pump up your PPA. Yes, I am, because you won't shut up about it. Who cares about a per-person average? Who cares how much each person spends? Like, isn't the point just to give good service? We're not selling used cars here. It matters. Your per-person average needs to be at least $35. Brad's is over 40. 44. Mine is over 35. Yeah, but only because you don't count the kids at your tables. I am not going to try to sell a baby a ribeye and a glass of top-shelf bourbon, Terry. Then get them on apps and desserts. I sold a 5-year-old a Surfer Turf. Shut up, Brad. Told the parents they could just take the leftovers home as a luxurious late-night snack. Oh, you're good. Yeah. How did they fall for that? That's so stupid. Well, you need to get stupid then, because I'm going to be watching your tables and tickets, and you better be counting kids as covers. I would rather let you yell at me every day than try to upsell a kid from chicken tenders to a filet Oscar. I did that once, medium rare. Oh, I won't be yelling. I'll be putting you in the worst sections on the worst shifts. How about the 40s on Sunday brunch? The 40s? That's right by the men's bathroom. Do we even seat people back there? Only families with very small children. And do you want to tell her what you want? I want chicken nugget. Yeah?
You sure you don't want a nice big steak like Daddy?
Ooh, yeah, I want that.
No.
I want a steak.
Oh, sorry, Dad. Is that a little out of your budget?
That's not.
I want that. I want it.
I mean, I don't mind. We can take the leftovers home.
Okay.
Yeah, steak like Daddy.
Brad, upselling? I get it now.
Oh, yeah? Did you give him the old "we only have two left" line?
No, I shame the parents.
Okay. Now, see, Nicole, I knew you could do it.
Never mind, I hate this.
A wife that gave birth to your foreign child? Piece of shit. My wife won't speak to me or text me whenever I try to talk about us. No kidding. She just completely ignores me unless I talk about our son. And all the time she won't even text me. She communicates with me through her mother. Her mother threatened to call the police if I came by anymore. So I have no way to reach her except through my phone or me making my case here, and pleaded with her to just talk to me. Has anyone been in this situation before? Probably not a lot, or a lot. I hope not a lot, but I don't know. And what can I do to make her forgive me? You can't make anyone forgive you, especially for that shit. You piece of shit. She told me that she doesn't tolerate cheaters. Slay. And I had a lapse in judgment, and I had made a mistake, and I want to fix it and work on it. Steph, if you're reading this, I'm so sorry, and will do whatever to get back. I love you. I'll buy you whatever. Oh, I'll never leave the house again. Just come back home and stop the divorce. I won't sign the papers. Oh my god. First of all, I was gonna say, why are people airing their shit out on Reddit? But also, it's content, so thank you for that. That is the only thing that you're contributing to society at this point, so at least that's a win for you. Other than that, you're just a guilty piece of shit and you are the devil. This is terrible. You can't make your wife forgive you for you doing something like that. She was sick and bedridden and had just given birth to your child, and you were treating her like a not even a glorified piece of trash, just a piece of trash, basically. What do you expect? Whoa, your actions have consequences. You know? Cute. What did the comments say? Stephanie, save a copy of this post, and whenever you doubt that you are making the right choice, just reread it to remind yourself that if anything ever happens, injury, illness, just being tired of dealing with this guy BS, that if he is ever lonely, that is a perfectly valid reason to have a lapse in judgment, aka flirt, kiss, have SCX multiple times because you failed to act like a wife. Apparently how this guy acts. Oh my gosh, apparently how this guy acts like a husband is to expect you to cater to his every needs regardless of what's happening to you. He needs to be the center of the universe. He was lonely because you were bedridden. Poor guy. Hell yeah. Stay strong, Stephanie. Amen. Stephanie, walk out of there. So sad, but you're better off, Stephanie. I'm glad she's just like, no, f you, divorce. Follow your gut. Follow your intestines. Always follow your intestines. But anyway, let's go to the next one. Should I, 21 male, go for it with my brother's, who's 19 male, girlfriend, who's 19 female, if she's giving me all the signs? Oh my gosh, okay, so a brother wants to go for a brother's girlfriend because she's apparently giving all the signs. This is steamy. Okay, let's read it. Reposted under a different throwaway, sorry, not trying to spam, fair enough. I'm on mobile, so sorry for the formatting. This is a throwaway account. I will call my brother C and my brother's girlfriend S. This is so messy. Give it to me. I'm pretty close with my brother, but I honestly feel he doesn't deserve his girlfriend. Isn't that convenient for you? So my brother and his girlfriend have come to our grandma for a week. They have off. They have been here for 5 days, and they won't leave for 3 more, and it's killing me. My little brother is not the best looking in the family. Oh my god. Bro. Literally, bro, what the f? He's just not. Since he started seeing S, he's going to the gym and bulked up a bit and changed his hair and eating habits. Not because she forced him, she loved him even when he was chubby. You sound like a terrible brother so far. I don't like this. He said he wanted to start working out and eating better to get into the same level of attractiveness as her. My best friend and I, she's a girl, and I both agree beforehand that she's very good looking. Just from the pictures with my brother on social media and stuff. They're talking about his brother's girlfriend, I guess. S and C came to visit my grandmother, and I was there because I'm currently living with her. Living with your grandma, huh? I'm just kidding. Dude, I don't know what your life is like.
Maidenness.
Not only is she ridiculously hot, she's funny and smart too. Good for your brother. Sounds like he snagged a real good one. She's pre-med and is taking a lot of hard classes that C says she's breezing through. She's the world's easiest person to talk to. Oh my gosh, just because you can talk to somebody doesn't mean that you should be with them. The first night she came to visit, she was quiet, as this was the first time meeting extended family for her. Fair enough. The next day, C had a migraine and she wanted to stay home with him and take care of him, but I convinced her to go to the mall with me, and C encouraged her to. Whoa.
Non. Oui! Ouais. Mais yo, ta gueule! Hybride. Juste hybride. 30%. Ouais, ben, ouais. Ok, ben, du hybride de 29%, c'est tout. Non. J'ai fait l'erreur d'en prendre l'autre fois, là, puis j'arrivais pas à dormir, mettons. Mais j'ai pris de l'indica. J'aurais pas dû prendre ça. Non, toi, t'as pris du sativa. Ouais, je sais plus c'est lequel, là. Mais en tout cas, je m'en fous. Oui, là, j'ai pris le mauvais, puis là, ça me faisait pas, là. Oui. Je prenais toujours le mauvais, là. Ouais. Puis celui que je prenais, c'était celui qui me rendait stressé beaucoup. Pas stressé, mais... Ouais. Oui. Ben, 2 sacs, là. 2 sacs? Ben, le plus, là, le plus qui... Normalement, il donne le max, là. Ben... Non, mais c'est correct, normalement, c'est juste 3 grammes, là, je pense qu'il donne. OK. Oh. Ah, OK, t'es déjà appelé au moins. OK, maman, merci. Non, pas nécessairement. Non. OK, maman. Bye. I'm gonna try to save money because...
We spent the day at the mall together. We played with puppies at the store and shopped a bit and went for lunch. I don't think I've ever gotten along with someone as well as I've gotten along with S. She's beautiful, witty, and basically my ideal partner. I've quickly developed strong feelings for her. Oh, this is getting where it's... Oh, he says it gets really fucking messy from here. It sounds like it is. C was showing me some memes on his phone and accidentally swiped by a nude of hers. Oh no. He thought I wasn't looking at his phone, but I did manage to see it. I know this is really bad, but when he got up to go to the bathroom, I unlocked his phone and went to look at it. Oh, that's just terrible. I couldn't help myself. I've already mentioned that I think she's hot, so I won't go into detail about how I felt about the pictures, but it's probably obvious. I felt so guilty about it. Yeah, you probably should. That's really bad. After this incident, I think people started noticing me becoming uncomfortable near her. My brother, my mom, and my grandma asked me about it. Eventually, S asked me if she had done anything to offend me, and I said no. I came to my senses and stopped acting like a douche. I asked if she wanted to go to the grocery store with me, and she said sure. I thought it would be just the two of us, but C tagged along as well. You know, because that's her boyfriend. We went to the grocery store, went back, and ended up driving to the city in the afternoon. I don't want to give away anything that might identify me, which is an hour from where we live. C fell asleep in the car, and again, it was S and me talking. She ended up climbing from the back seat to the front to talk to me. Okay. We talked and joked the whole way into the city, and I just knew something was there. I did something stupid and told her that I wished we'd met in high school, and she replied that she thinks we would have been best friends. Ouch. Okay, so she set boundaries. That is a friend zone boundary, which is again weird because your boyfriend's in the back seat. That you made that comment, and then she has to like be like, yeah, we would have been great friends. Like I could just feel the uncomfortability with everything in me. However, we reached the city. She was back being lovey-dovey with C. Because it's her boyfriend. It sucked because I wanted to hold her hand so bad. I think they felt bad for me because yesterday was V-Day and I don't have a girlfriend. So they didn't kiss or anything. They just looked at each other like they're in love. They are. What? My questions are the following. I know she can tell that we have a good connection, so should I go for it? I really want to tell her my feelings this evening. What's the best way to do that? Thanks. I have strong feelings for my little brother's girlfriend. She's a beautiful, funny, smart woman, and we really get along. We both acknowledged it. When did she acknowledge it? When did she acknowledge this in any way? She didn't give you any signs that I'm seeing right now. She just talked to you. This is crazy. It's not crazy, but I think you are reading things very wrong from the information that I have here, and this is the only information that I have. It sounds like she has put you in the friend zone. She is very happy with your brother, and your brother is also very happy with her, and you're trying to put yourself in the middle of something, and it's very selfish, and you need to stop. You need to stop. There are plenty of fish in the sea. She is not the only smart, funny, attractive woman in this world, and I'm sure you can find somebody else. Maybe. Let's see what the comments say, though. You're a creep. Oh, no. You're a creep. You're a widow. You're a creep and need to back off. You do not ever go looking at someone's nudes without permission. Facts, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was bad. She's your brother's girlfriend. She hasn't said anything about liking you as anything more than a friend. I dare you to tell her and your brother that you went through his phone to find her pic of her nude. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what signs exactly? From what you've written, she's just trying to be nice to her boyfriend's brother. Dude, don't be a creep, back off. You're misinterpreting everything. Damn, dude, why? I think there's an update to this. Is there an update? There is an update. Update. My brother is C and his girlfriend is S. Ooh. So against Reddit's and my better judgment, I spoke to my brother. As you can imagine, all hell broke loose. The guilt was eating me up and I told him about the feelings I had for his girlfriend. I also came clean about looking at her nudes and apologized profusely. Well, that's good at least. At least you were honest. That's good. This was about 3 hours ago. My brother punched me in the face and busted my lip. That sucks. He went to our grandma and told her that he didn't feel comfortable with me in the house. I mean, yeah. My poor grandma was so confused, and C told her vaguely that I acted inappropriately with S and violated her boundaries. He went into S's room and asked her to pack her things so they could leave and find a hotel to stay in. All I could hear was her saying, "What? Why? What's wrong?" Oh no. He took her and left to stay in Atlanta, promising my grandma he'd call and explain when he got there. He just called via her landline and they will be getting lunch tomorrow. I received a text from S about a half an hour ago. I copy and pasted it here. Honestly, this is ridiculous that I even have to say this. You violated C's trust and my trust. The pics weren't meant for your eyes. I love your brother, not you. It's never gonna happen. You've ruined any possible friendship we could have. I am not angry, but I can't forgive this. And I believe you need therapy.
I'm not angry.
Good luck.
Just
his name.
disappointed.
I hope you get the help you need. That's honestly sounds like what you need to hear, though, because if he can't understand that she wasn't giving him any signs, I think you kind of need to lay it out. I think she was respectful. Is there a world in which she could forgive him? Maybe, hopefully, but I mean, it's her right not to. I mean, her whole self was shown. And I mean, I wouldn't be able to look somebody in the face after that for at least a while, you know? So, anyway, I'm sitting here bawling in bed while my grandma knocks on the door to ask what's wrong. Reddit, what do I do? What are the steps to take to fix this with my brother? How do I apologize to S? What do I tell my poor grandmother? Thanks in advance. I should have listened to your advice. Just do what you're saying. Just apologize. All you can do is apologize profusely, like you've already done, and just keep saying that and be like, you know what? I misinterpreted this whole situation. I crossed the line. I did not mean to disrespect you or your girlfriend. I feel horrible. Like, is there any way to, you know, make up for this? Like, will you accept my apology? And it's up to them to accept that or not. Like, you cross so many lines, and it's not up to you to be able to mend it. It's up to them now at this point. All you can do is apologize and hope that they forgive you. Man, like, I get it. You can't help your feelings, but you gotta know when it's appropriate and when it's not appropriate. But at least you told the truth. I think that's good. I think that would have weighed on you a lot. So I think there's one thing for you. You told the truth. So good on you there, mate. What did people say? You kind of deserve it. People are so ruthless on here. Swear to God. Redditors know best. Just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. Probably don't air your issues out on Reddit. Or do, and you can end up on my channel. I don't know. Anyway, let's read the next one. Am I the scallywag for telling my wife to be less emotional when cooking? Oh, yeah. This sounds misogynistic as... but we'll see. Earlier today, my wife texted me that she found a recipe in a magazine she was reading last week and she wanted to try making it. That's lovely. She insisted on stopping by the store on her way home from work to buy the ingredients. This annoyed me because I had planned out the meals for the week. Oh no. And I previously requested that any deviation from the schedule be communicated to me at least 1 week in advance. Nonetheless, I let her try to cook. I got the egg immediately already. I don't need to read the rest of this to know that you're a terrible person. I mean, you're on Am I the Devil, but my God, a week in advance. My guy, you need to talk to a professional. Anyway, when she got home, she got right to work, chopping vegetables, boiling water, etc. I work from home and I needed to finish a few things, so I left her to cook in the kitchen. About an hour later, my wife came and got me. She led me into the kitchen and seemed very pleased with herself. It sounds like me. I'm just like, I cooked something. Because I don't. Usually. It smelled and looked delicious, and she had even poured us glasses of red wine and lit some candles. That's adorable. And from the first bite, though, I knew that something had gone terribly wrong. She had made a chicken and noodle casserole, and it tasted very salty, almost like pickles. I spat out my forkful and calmly but firmly asked her what she had done. I was struggling to get the taste out of my mouth. This is so triggering. This whole conversation is so triggering. This sounds like a narcissistic, like, control freak monster man. I don't like this at all. She walked up to the recipe and deciphered that she had added 1 tablespoon of salt instead of 1 teaspoon. Girl, you know how many times I've done that? I've done that in cookies, man. We all do it. I told her that she was too excited about the recipe and that she let her emotions take over. I reminded her that if she had controlled her emotions, she wouldn't have sped through the recipe and likely wouldn't have made such a silly mistake. My wife turned red and looked down at the floor. All she could muster was, I just wanted to do something nice. This is making me really sad.
Okay.
I got up from the table, scraped the inedible food into the trash, and ordered a pizza. At this point, I was in no mood to return to my original food schedule. When I was done ordering, I asked my wife how she would avoid doing such a thing when she cooked in the future. My wife seemed angry about the question and said that I should just drop it. I refused. I told her that she had wasted our money on these ingredients only for us to throw the entire dish away. I asked her if she even cared how that made me feel. Oh God, gaslighting piece of shit. But she shook her head, angrily stormed out of the room. As she shut, I've been trying to get her to speak to me for a few hours, but she just wants to pout. What's your address? Let me tell me your address. Just tell me your address right now, okay? I'm just gonna bring my trying to think of a bat brand right now. I'm just gonna bring my Easton bat, okay? Don't worry about it. It's metal. It's gonna hurt a lot, but don't worry about it. I just need the address really quick right now. I get so tired of her ridiculous behavior. I feel incredibly disrespected by her. I guess she wants me to apologize, but I was the one who ultimately saved dinner. Am I the asshole? You are... Let me think about this. You are you weren't even the
scrotum.
You're
that's not even a scrotum.
What am I trying to say? You're like the sphincter. You're so deep in the asshole that you go up into the large intestine, into the small intestine, and then past that little flippy floppy thing, the duodenum, that's probably the wrong word, into the stomach. And I throw you up into a bag of trash. I throw it into a trash bin, and that trash bin gets taken to a junkyard, and a dog shits on it. That's what you are. Put some visuals up for that. I think that your wife tried to do something very nice for you, and she accidentally screwed up, and you made her feel less than human because you're a narcissistic asshole who's entitled and doesn't care about literally anyone else but himself. That's just my opinion, though. That's just my opinion. I don't know who you are. I don't know. But do I think your wife should leave you and go make this delicious casserole for someone else that is deserving and that would lightheartedly be like, that's okay, like we can make another one? Or better yet, choke it down? I know I would. Sounds good. I love salty shit. Not that it's shit. Yeah, that's what I think. I'm curious to see what the Redditors think. Let's see. You're the asshole in so many ways here. I'm prepared to overlook that you said you let your wife change your rigid meal plans and cook something else. I hope that's just poor wording, but I'm not overlooking the rest of this. The right thing to do when your spouse makes a mistake like this is to laugh it off with them. Like I said, everyone makes mistakes, these things happen, and in the end, it's just one meal. You, though, refuse to acknowledge she tried to do something nice. Patronizing, very sexist sounding lecture about how she's emotional. Seriously, do not talk to your partner this way. You sound like you're chastising a naughty child. Amen, sister. Or brother, whatever. Not letting it go after she told you to, continuing to harp on and blame her for wasting money, telling her she doesn't care about your feelings in the middle of demonstrating that you do not care about her feelings at all, and complaining she disrespects you when it is you that is disrespecting her. Minimizing, dismissing her feelings. She wants to pout to protect his blah, 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 blah. Mate, your total lack of self-awareness is going to alienate your wife and ruin your marriage. Apologize to her, pull your head in, and stop telling women that they are too emotional, when in fact you're the one failing to control your emotions in any way. Facts. Yeah, you're the one that's getting crazy and emotional and acting like a fucking child, that your fucking chicken nuggets and fries, your rigid meal you can't have, or some shit. Bitch. This made me, this one made me angry. And women out there, and men, whoever, don't let your partner treat you like this. This is bad. This is gonna lead to some worse shit. And you don't deserve to be treated like that, so just know that you deserve the best, and that I love you. Okay? You can take that to the bank and cash that check, but it'll probably bounce. Hello, my beautiful little ray of sunshine. How are you doing today? Are you doing good? Is people treating you well? Is everybody treating you well? No? There's an arsehole that's not treating you well? Bring him to me. Today we are reading Am I the A-Holes? So let's get into it. Alright, first Am I the A-Hole on the docket is, am I the scallywag for kicking my friend out of my apartment after she tried to test my boyfriend by hitting on him? Oh my god. Oh no. Advice needed, it says. Well, I will give you my best advice. Miss, I guess. We'll see. So, I, 20 female, have been dating my boyfriend, 23 male, for about a year now. And things have been amazing. Great to hear. My best friend, Kayla, guessing that's not her name, 21 female, has been super supportive of us, or so I thought. Already love the writing. Kayla recently broke up with her boyfriend and moved in with me temporarily while she gets back on her feet. A few nights ago, I went to bed early because I had to work in the morning. I woke up around midnight and heard voices in the living room. And when I went to check, I saw Kayla sitting way too close to my boyfriend on the couch. Oh. She was giggling and touching his arm, and I immediately got a bad vibe. Good, yeah, that's good. That's a good read. That's a good read. I asked what was going on, and Kayla laughed and said, relax. I'm just testing him to make sure he's loyal. You should be thanking me. That's what I think she sounds like. My boyfriend looked super uncomfortable and said he was just trying to be polite. But I was fuming, rightfully so, queen. I told Kayla that was beyond inappropriate and she needed to stop. Slay. But she doubled down and said she was doing me a favor because you never really know a guy until he's been tempted. I told her to pack her stuff up and leave, and now she's blowing up my phone, calling me ungrateful and saying I'm choosing a man over my best friend. My boyfriend is on my side, but a couple of mutual friends think I overreacted and that it was just a harmless test. Am I the a-hole for kicking her out? What the no, I would have done more. I think I would have gone to jail, baby. No, not jail. But way to hold your own. I think you did the right thing. I mean, that's not cool. Especially after you said for her to stop, and then she just laid it on even thicker, like mayonnaise, and just said, you never really know a guy until he's been tempted. Shut the up, Kayla. You dumb. But no, I'm on board with what you did. I think I probably would have done the same thing. I'd be like, just get out. Like, I wouldn't be able to look at you or like trust you in my home with my partner at that point. And that's not good. Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm on board. Not the asshole. What did people say? Not the asshole. A real friend wouldn't flirt with your boyfriend, regardless whether it's a test or not. What's with people testing people on Reddit anyway? It's just up. I hate it. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. Not the asshole. I've never believed these people when they try to claim it's a test. I always feel like it's just an excuse they use when they... Why did I forget how to read? I feel like it's an excuse they use when what they're really testing is if they can get into his pants and get away with it. I don't know why. I just look like I was dropping the fattest rap right there. Anyway, everybody else, you're not the asshole. You should have done more, in my opinion. Next story. Am I the scallywag for refusing to let my sister, 23 female, stay with me after she ruined my engagement party? This'll be juicy. I'm excited. I have lots of sisters, so I have lots of opinions. So I, 20 female, got engaged to my boyfriend, 24 male, last month. Congrats, queen. And this weekend, we had a little engagement party at my parents' house. It was supposed to be super chill. Man, I can't read. It was supposed to be super chill. Just close friends and family, nothing crazy. My sister, Emily, not her name, was there. And for context, she's been going through a rough breakup recently. I get that she's super upset, but she's making everything about her lately. A woe is me, girl, a woe is me person. Anyway, during the party, my fiance and I were making toast, not making a toast. You got your turn during the party. You're just, everybody's eating dinner and like chatting and you're excuse me, everyone, I need to make toast. I think I'm having a stroke. If you get that joke, you're intelligent. Anyway, my fiance and I were making a toast. As I'm literally in the middle of thanking everyone for coming, Emily interrupts me to announce she has some news. I don't even know what it is yet. What everyone stops and looks at her and she says, I'm pregnant. I wouldn't punch
No,
her
boyfriend fucker.
You know what I mean? The room went dead silent. Because first of all, she's not dating anyone right now. And second, she said last week she didn't want kids. My mom immediately started crying happy tears, I think, while I'm standing there like, seriously? After the party, she admitted she made it up because she
But I do be my boyfriend fucker.
And wanted some attention. You dumb... That's insane. That's insane. She's like a pathological liar. Anyway, I was furious.
Okay, every freaking day I'm gonna try to make 1K in sales.
Now she's begging to stay with me.
I'm probably gonna have to replace those stupid washing machine that I like.
She said no, but I say
not the
no.
best.
She's calling me heartless, and even my mom says I should be the bigger person because Emily is struggling. But like, how is this my problem? She decided to fake a pregnancy at my engagement party. Am I the asshole? Bruh, what the hell? Your sister's crazy. That's
my
next level
rebel
narcissism.
husband.
That's crazy. Like, for somebody to not be happy for somebody else and to ruin it, and it also be a lie. Like, it's one thing, like, I've seen ones where it's like, oh, I announced or I got engaged at my friend's wedding or something, just because all the family's there, and if she was pregnant, then okay, but in the middle of her speech too, I don't even understand. Like, these people aren't human. Like, do these people actually exist? It boggles my mind. I need to take
Costume washer? What the fuck is that? Really?
You were
For
not the
costume?
asshole. I wouldn't have done more, but I
Ah, it's a
wouldn't be able to see her
Polaroid.
after that. I'd probably get
That's so
over it
cute.
at
It's a
some
little
point. Like, I get you're
camera washing
struggling. I don't know what the past
machine.
relationship was like, but
That
for
is
you
so
to just ruin your
cute. Don't
sister's
worry,
whole
we will
party
get
and
it.
like one of the most important days of her
But
life.
for now, I
is
need to get the
wild.
important
Yeah, I just
things
can't help but
because
think
I
like
am
she's just a
out of
very
money.
selfish person. Let
Almost.
me know what you think in the comments below, but let's read the comments. Not the a-hole. Even if
That's
she
the
hadn't
washing
ruined her
machine for
engagement party, you
clothes,
have
so I'm
no
gonna get
obligation to let her stay with you.
this
True that.
one.
Kick her out, ungrateful brat.
I'm gonna get
Action,
two, hopefully.
consequences. Fuck yeah, dude. Because she felt miserable, she wants others to share her misery and likes to be the center of attention. You don't have a sister, you have a snake. She was willing to fake a pregnancy to steal your fiance's moment. What's stopping her from throwing herself at your fiance to ruin your relationship? Yeah, at that point, like, what is this? What is she capable of? I bet she has so many
I feel
stories
so bad
of
for
her
this
sister
dude.
doing
Why
other
does
things
he
too,
look
'cause
so
people
weird?
are just like this. That's wild. That is wild.
Can
All
you
right,
guys
well,
make him
yeah,
more,
you're not the asshole.
a little
Keep
bit
her
more
out
handsome?
for a while.
I
You
feel
know,
like
make
he needs
amends.
a
Have a
makeover.
talk and like give it 48 hours. I think that's the best thing to do, and reconvene. You know, maybe she needs to go to therapy. I think her talking it out with somebody professional would help her a lot. But anyway, next story. Am
new
I
machines.
the asshole for leaving a first date because his mom came
Smell the
along?
fresh.
Advice needed. I feel like I don't need
Freshness.
to read this.
Oops.
Let's read it, I guess. Wouldn't recommend bringing your mom on a first date, just to get that out there. I'm 23, female, and went on a first date last week with a guy I matched with on Hinge. Let's call him Jake. 25, male. We've been chatting for a few weeks, and he seemed like a solid guy. Funny, good taste in music, and even remembered I loved Italian food. Wow, what a gem. A lot of really hard attributes to find in a man. It's bottom of the barrel. You're scraping the bottom of the barrel right now. That's the least that he could do. Anyway, he planned this date at this nice little spot in Dallas. Oh my god, they're right by me. This was posted 4 hours ago. I should inquire. I wonder if this person's gonna watch this. By the way, the person saying this story, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm saying you deserve better. Anyway, I show up and everything's fine at first. He's already there. We hug. And he even complimented my outfit. Like 5 minutes after I sit down, this older woman walks in. Jake stands up, waves her over, and says, "This is my mom! Check it out, it's my mom! What a crazy coincidence!" I thought I misheard him for a second. She sits down at the table, all casual, and starts introducing herself to me like this is normal. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there like trying to figure out if I'm being pranked. Fair enough. Fair enough. I kind of laugh nervously and say,
They don't have anything you like.
I didn't know you were bringing anyone. Good for you. And he goes, "Oh, she just wanted to meet you. Don't worry, it's not a big deal. Sorry, it's not a big deal." But it was a big deal because she didn't just stop by to say hi. She ordered wine and stayed. Oh great, mom's getting drunk. Love that. Maybe she's
Almost
great.
a
I don't know.
perfect day.
But the whole time she's
Almost.
asking me these personal
It was so
questions about my
close, yeah.
job, my family, even if I want kids someday. It was like an interview and not a date.
The fuck is
Jake
knocking?
barely said anything. Oh no. He just smiled and kept nodding like this was all normal. I bet it is, and that's why he's on a date on Hinge, because this has happened so many times. He's like, "I don't get why it's not working, Mom. Like, this is crazy." Meanwhile, his mom wants to date him. Awkward. After about 20 minutes of this, I couldn't take it anymore. I said I wasn't feeling great and I needed to leave. Based. I texted him later saying I didn't think it would work out and I wished him well. But now, I kind of feel bad. My roommate says I did the right thing because honestly, who brings their mom to a first date?
Okay, come on in, come on in,
And that maybe his
people.
mom was just super close to him and nervous for him
We
or
are
whatever.
poor,
Was I
we need
wrong for
money.
walking out? I mean, no, because like you're your own person. If you're uncomfortable in a situation,
I need
especially in
to fill
public, and
up
with
the
basically
water.
a stranger that you've not met before,
Filling
it's a
up
first
the
date.
water.
You have every right to leave that date,
Da-da-da-da.
absolutely. Whether you want to be cordial or not, or like a people pleaser or not. Old me would say, "No, don't ever do that. You have to people please. You have to, just."
A lot of people at once. Oh my god.
awkwardness. But no, like adult me, I would leave. I'd be like, I have something going on. Like this is really uncomfortable. And yeah, maybe he's really close to his mom in a not weird way, which doesn't seem likely. I don't know. But since there's not like a valid excuse, or he didn't like, I don't know, I feel like he would have called or texted if he had, like, cause it's just not normal. His mom's just like,
come on, Lori, do your work, lady.
But anyway, that's what I think.
Your head, but
slow. You're in your own right to do that. But let's see what the comments say. You're definitely not in the wrong here. Bringing his mom to the first date without warning is a major red flag. I think so too. First dates are about getting to know each other, not being grilled by someone's parent. You politely excuse yourself fair, given the situation. Don't feel bad. You dodged an awkward future.
Brown house with a motorcycle. Brown house with a motorcycle.
Yes. Dude,
go, go, go.
Bad news bears. Bad news
Buy my
moms
panties.
Out there. Moms, don't coddle your sons or daughters. Just don't coddle
People
them.
leave their clothes in the dryers and shit, so
they're not
I
gonna be able
sell
to do
back the
anything
clothes
or
people left
function without you,
behind.
which isn't, that's not what you want, you know? And that's coming from me, a mother of 0.
A naughty customer is coming.
Okay, and by that,
naughty,
joking,
naughty.
It's just my opinion. Just my opinion. Next story.
That's
Am
my
I
opinion.
the asshole for taking literally everything back after my boyfriend cheated on me? Probably not. Probably not. But let's read. Ow, I just bit my tongue.
TP, laisse les chats tranquilles. The cats are playing. Leave them alone.
Doesn't look like it. I, 24
Okay,
female,
it's
have been with my
coming.
boyfriend,
TP.
26 male, for 5 years now. Wow, long relationship. You guys are young. And I truly thought he was the one. Oh, right, they broke up. I forgot already.
True.
Sorry, but it seems I was wrong. I worked long days and came home late, and I was supposed to work overtime one night, so I would be home even later. I wound up not having to, and I decided not to call him so I could surprise him when I got home, only to find him in bed with another woman. Devastating. That's awful. I kicked him out yes, of the house, then there, and haven't seen him or his mistress since. That was nearly a week ago, and after I'd slept because I was dead tired, I drained everything from our shared bank account, Slay, changed all of the locks on the doors, and took everything that had ever been bought with my money and refused to give any of it to him, including the forearm crutches he bought with my money and the meds he was meant to pay me back for. What does your ex-boyfriend have? Now, I'm being told I'm a terrible person and shouldn't be withholding disability aids and medications for him. This just changed. Am I the asshole, or is this justified since it was all bought with my money? Okay, update. Just to answer some questions in the comments. He had no money in the joint account. His only income was government aid that he wasted on gambling before it ever made it to his account. Where I live, it is not illegal for me to withhold his meds from him, as they were bought with my card under my name. And as for the forearm crutches, they aren't even medically provided. They were bought because I wanted to do something.
Okay,
nice
whoa,
for him.
what is
What
that?
happened to him? What is he?
Get ready,
have?
boy.
That would be good context. But he also
Plus the
cheated on me, so
smoker.
he is still kind of a piece of shit. I'm not sure.
Fuck off.
I kind of need to go right to the comments to see if we got more
Best
clarification.
way to get
Hold up,
rid
let me
of
make sure I
those
understand this right.
fucks.
Okay, yeah, we're on the same page.
Beat
Dude
children
needs
up.
forearm crutches, is diagnosed with
Sorry.
MS and unemployed. Does he have MS? Did we know that? I don't know. The only thing keeping him afloat is his girlfriend who works OT and
I am
foot
true.
all the bills, so he decided to
I am
cheat.
true.
Like, this was a great idea. So true. I'd like to believe
So
that this
true.
is so outrageous that it can't be real, but if it is, not the asshole and give him his meds. Walker stays though. Bite the hand that keeps you from being homeless. So he has MS, and he cheated on you, and you took care of him and stuff. That is so devastating. That is so devastating. Yeah, I mean, just like as a, I don't know, as an empathetic person, like it doesn't benefit you to hold the meds back or the crutches. Like, what are you, I understand, like it's the principle kind of because you bought them, but I mean, in his state, you know, I would just leave them, be the bigger person, and leave with the rest of your stuff. Absolutely. But I think, yeah, taking the meds and stuff was kind of, I understand, I get it though, like you're totally sugar mama, like he took advantage of you, he cheated on you. I don't know what the right answer is. I don't know. Yeah, I just saw another post before this about taking everything from my partner after a breakup as well. But with a man as OP, I always question similar posts then pop up soon afterward. Oh, okay, so some people are thinking that it's like not true. Same thing happened to my mom. Been with my dad for 25 years. He has MS and stopped working when
Why
I
my
was
cats are
9.
fucking
Mom
crazy?
worked 3 jobs, took care of 4 kids and him. He had weekly card games she'd drive him to, except she found out that 2 of those card games were actually him sleeping around. Man, people are next level shit, man. That is like ultimate piece of shit. Like, I know we don't have all the information, but that's how I feel about that situation. And that's where I'm gonna leave it. Not the asshole, leave the meds in the crutches, I think, though. Welcome back to my second channel. We're gonna read Reddits. We're gonna read confessions.
We are?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We're gonna read people's
I've got some confessions. I've got some confessions I'd like to give.
Yeah?
I'd like to make, yeah.
Okay, what's your
Sure.
confession?
I have a lot of regrets. A lot of deep-seated regrets that I'd like to scream
Okay.
to the masses.
Okay, scream one.
Let's get into it.
I spit in my stepmom's coffee every morning for 10 years.
Wow. Would you like to make that larger so you can read it better?
My father cheated on my mother with this girl who was his colleague. Yeah. As soon as my mother left, she moved into our family home. This woman had no love for me and my sister or for her own daughter. She hardly spoke to us, she insulted us, she went through our things and stole from us. In her eyes, we were nothing, subhuman beings. It's sounding like you're justified. She made us eat expired things while she went to restaurants or to friends' houses with my dad. She made us buy our shower gels, our shampoos, our toothpastes. We had to ask her for toilet paper, even our menstrual products. When my father went away, she starved us. What? She and my father would make long lists of household chores for us and tell us that homework came later or that we had to get up earlier before going to school to clean up. Every evening we had to prepare their breakfast for the next morning. This is terrible.
This is evil, yeah.
This is next level. Like, this is
Puppy.
abuse almost.
Yeah, I mean, that is abuse.
It is, yeah.
It
Seems like
at
it.
the very least, neglect.
Neglect, yeah, for sure. Even have the dose of coffee beans already in a cup, and every morning we got up earlier.
Oh my
than them
gosh,
so that our tasks were
dog.
completed. So every morning for more than
Chill.
10 years after pouring hot water into the cup, I spit in it, and she never knew. Joking aside, she was a nurse. Turns out my dad cheated on her with another colleague, and now they are divorced. Your dad sounds like a gem. Also,
She couldn't have spit much. If you spit a loogie into something, it stays in it.
right? I
It
guess.
looks like foam.
Yeah, maybe not like a loogie, but maybe like a, like a little.
Oh.
Yeah, like a little
Yeah.
something. Not a.
Yeah, they would just stay at the top.
Yeah, it would
I
be
think
like-
that's justified.
Great
I
wolf
think
in the
that's
Christmas
justified.
tree. Great
I'd
wolf
say
in the
so. I'd
Christmas
say that's a
tree.
little on the weekend.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I would have retaliated 5x.
Yeah, arsenic. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh
some
my
kind of
gosh,
actual
those
poison,
machine
something
men.
that doesn't leave a trace.
You know?
Dog.
No
I
big
think
deal.
I think
Break in.
Travis come to her. I think she'll live a rotten, sad, shallow life.
Yeah, and I don't think anything bad's gonna happen to you. I think that was justified. So,
Agreed.
yeah.
Yep.
Just because I told in my head, I'm happy
Sure.
not a lot
I
of
drew something
machine broke
NSFW
down
at work
lately.
and left it in the bathroom,
Yeah.
using a throwaway for obvious reasons. Basically, today my job as a security guard, I drew
I
something.
fooled
Person
my
gets
own
bored,
self.
They start drawing an NSFW comic. They go to the bathroom to draw this obscene comic. A few panels in, there isn't any actual or anything, just a dude with a big pee-pee talking to a girl. Usual NSFW scenario. Know what I mean?
Classic.
Then I put it on the toilet so I can pull my pants up, and I must have forgotten it there. I don't usually do this, but I usually pick it back up and put it in my pocket. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure where I left it. Hopefully it was in the bathroom because there are a bunch of cameras in this place. So yeah, I left this comic in the bathroom. Naturally, I begin panicking, and I go back to the bathroom, but somebody is in there in the stall, so I pretend to use the bathroom and leave. I check another bathroom where I might have... How did I pick it back up where I left off after you scrolled down
Really-
half the page?
Sorry.
Where I might have left it at about an hour, and it isn't there either. I was only at work for another hour. This means somebody found it. Now, depending on this individual, they might either say A, WTF and throw it away, or B, say WTF and hand it to security, them, or
yeah,
HR.
true.
Depending on the decision, my job could be at stake. I feel like that's not that.
I mean, it's a comic.
Yeah, especially if it's like you didn't mean to leave it out.
Yeah,
you can
you-
easily describe it.
Yeah, you didn't leave it on somebody's desk.
How am I? Update. Well, I didn't hear anything about it at work today. I went the whole day paranoid AF, but nothing came of it. So whoever found the silly comic threw it away, or took it home, or just didn't care. That's cool.
Okay, I feel like somebody probably
That
liked
kind of makes sense.
If I would have seen
Not a lot of
that,
people
even
just
when I'd worked a
care
normal
about
job,
that,
I would've
you
been like,
know?
this is awesome.
Yeah, I would have laughed.
And I'd be
would've
like,
been
this is
funny.
I would have
Yeah.
asked everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
I would have come up to everybody and asked, like, who drew this?
I would have said draw me.
Is this me?
I think it is me. Big pee pee.
This is fun. I think that's fun. What you did. That's all right.
Yeah, I like that. I think you should do it more and continue it.
Yeah, just leave them in like other places.
See how long you can get away with it.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe just not places where kids are around. Maybe.
He's a security guard at work. I assume there's probably not that many kids if there's a security
True.
guard there.
Yeah, no, I just mean like if you put them in other places.
Oh yeah,
Goes back.
I don't think putting them anywhere outside of work's a good idea.
Exactly. I intentionally sent a bikini picture to my old boss and pretended it was an accident.
That's
Oh,
weird.
Wow. I have a confession to make that's been weighing on me. About a year back, I intentionally sent a bikini picture to my old married boss, but I pretended it was an accident. Wait, because she liked him, I guess?
I guess.
I cringe every time I think about it. I had this idea that if he saw the picture, he might take an interest in me outside of work. Okay. But because I was too afraid to approach him directly, I pretended I tried to send it to a FWB.
I don't know what that means.
Friend with benefits.
Oh.
I didn't know at first, and I put it together in my head. And sent to him instead, same name. Okay, that they had the same name. Got it. He never said anything about it, but I did feel he looked at me differently after. Am I a bad person?
Yes.
Yeah. Has anyone else ever done something like this? How did you deal with the aftermath? That's bad,
Yeah.
dude. He's married.
He's married. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
He's a good man and you're a bad person.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. That's the cut and dry of the situation.
Sorry. Am I a bad person? I don't think one fuck up defines your whole existence.
stupid.
I guess, but what you did was
That's not a phone
some
number.
shit. Yeah, I don't know.
That's
it
a
seems like a
stupid
young
code.
person thing to do.
Yeah, it seems like early 20s kind of thing.
Yeah.
Late teens.
Mhm.
You're just not thinking.
Yeah, I don't know.
Five,
That's like
five,
not anything I could ever imagine
3,
doing.
7,
No, me
1.
neither. If it was to a
Let's
person that
see.
was single, like
Yeah,
I feel
$11.
like sending unsolicited nude pictures is
Mhm.
just wrong.
Well, and also,
So-
she didn't even say that the guy was like, she thought he was interested.
Yeah.
She just literally was like, I am so hot. Look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me. And you're
That's
married. I don't care. I want you.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Bad person, for
Don't
sure.
do that anymore.
Easy,
Shame.
easy L.
Shame.
I'm a chronic litter bug, and I have littered probably over 200 garbage bags. Once a week at around 10 p.m., I throw my trash bags into my car, drive to either a random neighborhood or near the river where I dump some of my trash bags into, and I litter the trash either into the middle of the road or between people's parked automobiles. Whenever I'm in a fast food joint, such as Burger King, I litter my garbage on the washroom floor. I think you should be burnt alive.
What? That's you? Can you imagine if there's a lot of those people? I'm always
There
like,
is,
how
absolutely.
is this?
There are people that murder.
Do you feel like when
This is less bad than that.
I know.
And there've got to be a lot of people who do
Dip
this kind of
It
it!
feels illegal when I litter.
The
Like,
cats
I
are
don't know
playing!
If I accidentally, if I was to leave it, you
I
know?
think.
Like if a wrapping paper flew out my window or something, I'd be like, ah! Like I
Yeah.
won't debate turning around and going getting it.
No, like they're
You're
freaking playing
crazy.
or.
Evil.
You're
It's
fucked up.
evil. Yeah, you will die in a blaze.
I hope this is fake, but
Die in a blaze.
yeah.
Yeah, it's rage bait.
Straight up.
Of the comments. Sounds like rage bait. There's no trash pickup. I just choose not to use it. Yeah, it seems like
Yeah.
rage bait.
I hope it is.
You deserve everything that comes to you. Fake story. You're disgusting. Yeah, okay, whatever. Makes sense. Did you see his name?
That little
Revolutionary
shit.
Canada.
Simba! Simba, you disgusting!
Oh, he just like lies about shit. This guy's just a piece of shit.
Oh wow.
He's just a
Well,
professional
you're
piece
still
of
a
shit.
piece of shit. You.
And now I don't like Canadians anymore. Custom.
No, I'm a Canadian. I'm really nice. I
I don't even like Canadians, Custom.
He peed on the bag. Fucking hell.
I lied about my Spanish to him, and now I can't turn back. A little back.
You horny piece of crap!
What is this back?
You're a horny
She got
cat!
romantic with a guy about a year ago. He's 3 years older.
You're
She
getting
introduced him to his
spayed.
friends and her cousin. So they were talking for a year and a half.
You will get
In addition, he just moved to America in 2020 from Mexico, so he doesn't really know much English. When I first spoke to him, he didn't know any at all. My friend also told me about him not speaking English when she first gave me his number, so I was well aware of it. In that time, I had already been learning Spanish for a while, about 5 months, but I still wasn't anywhere near fluent. But in my head, I believe my Spanish was good enough. The moment we started talking, it was when I realized, damn, I didn't know bat shit in Spanish, but he was so handsome I decided to settle with the DeepL translator. I was like just an online translator. There was many times he asked me how I learned Spanish and how many times he told me that my Spanish was good. There was even a time where I jokingly said I don't speak Spanish, and he responded in Spanish with, "Oh, so have you been using a translator to talk to me?" And I responded back saying, "Once or twice." I always think about that text and I feel like I should have been honest with him at that point. Probably. There was also times where he tried to call me and I had made an excuse, and the conversation after that would be awkward. Now that time has passed. It's been more than calls I've made excuses for. There was multiple times he had asked me to come over, and I had to make an excuse because I was too scared to get caught on how little Spanish I knew in person, but how fluent I was in text. I always try to motivate myself to learn more Spanish for him.
Baby? Oh no, he's talking. What happened? Come back, what happened? Hey, yeah, you just came back from work. Why would you do this to me? Of course you have to do it. Wow. I see. FM Food Mart. I like that my cat is like confused and doesn't understand what's going on with my cat Simba, with his little brother. Like, why he's so... I mean, he probably do understand. It's not what I'm saying. It's just like he's been looking for him and he's trying to observe him and he's looking at him like how weird he is acting. It's so cute. I'm getting Chinese food. It's not the same as yours, but oh, that's funny. Oh, what are you eating? No meat? Yeah. You got some breastises to eat, huh? No. No. Lori! So if you didn't have your high heels, you will be even more smaller. That you already are. You're a freaking tiny lady. Aww. No, hearing fly heel would be more like high heels that make you fly. Well, you don't need to walk, so. Oh boy. Oh my god. Already, nice. That looks like a big toe. I was trying to make some roses, but that just looked like a big feet. Okay. Time to put it on, baby. Put the thing. Okay. Were you sucking dicks or no? Dang. Mill, get the fuck out of my boyfriend's room. Oh, really? Who's the other eligible candidate, huh? Oh, dang it. I want to know. Because? Why not? It's funny. Who am I gonna contact? I'm not gonna snitch on no one. Your friend? I mean, to be fair, I can see why. Cause he does sound like he will understand you really well, and he will sound like a girlfriend material. I am not joking though. I'm telling you. He looks like good girlfriend material. Pretty chill. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Ah. Oh, I'm friends with you. Oh, you're my best friend. And I don't need any other friend in my life. That is in real life. No, but that's what I'm saying. In my real life, I don't need anything else than you. But online, oh my gosh. I do enjoy my friend. Brother, ugh. Oh shit. Oh yes. I can't find my Discord. Why is my Discord never there when I need it? Okay. Why can't you? Why? 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 So, there. Yeah. Did I say that? Ah, yeah. Dude, stop leaving your bombs in my shop. Don't want your stupid bombs. Exactly. Please don't. Oh. You are effed. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Aww. Give me all your money right now. Why? Ah. They ask for your ID still? Dang. Not here. Yeah. Wow, it's so chill here compared for that. Give it a shot. Yay. I still can't play the game. It's not the problem. There's something I have to do, but I don't understand what it is. Relatable, I guess. I thought he was gonna say something else. He just made more. Nice. Oh, fuck, you scared me. I forgot. Hein? Non. Ouais. À l'arrêt. Il a déjà été dehors. Mathieu. Mathieu, laisse le chien. Il est... My cat scared my brother. That was so funny. Your dad. Do you, pussy? What? Hmm. cute spaghetti. Four! Oh, jackpot. Whoops. No, 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 no. Crazy. Doobity boo 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 doo. No. Krampus! Aww. He's so cute. I never married him. I don't think I have the achievement, actually. I don't even know if there's an achievement. Yeah, you can. There's a necklace that you give him, and instead of getting married, you just get a Krobus. You don't marry him, you know, but he moves inside of your house with you. It's kind of pretty cute. Mhm. I'm gonna have to clean my cat spot. Cherche la piste? Non, c'est drette là. Fait que fais attention, là, mais rien là-dessus. Là. Fais attention sur le sac, je pense. Le sac en plastique. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm blue, da ba dee da ba da. Ba dee da ba da, da ba dee da ba da. Super dee ba dee da ba dee da ba dee. Nice. No, I need that. Aww. What the fuck? Everything good, people? We'll set. Nice, nice, Lori. If there's more to put on the shelf, we'll do it tomorrow. Who cares? We're set. We're set, boys and girls. I do like Lori. She makes my life way more easier. His soul is louche. What is a louche? Like a louche for soup? The big spoon? That's how we call it. In my country, that's how we call it. Yeah. Une louche. Pour la soupe. Okay. Na da da na 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 I don't know why I just only got a Christmas Carol in my head. For me, Sue represent a bit Christmas, cause this is when we always had the best freaking creamy soup of all sort of vegetables. Brown house with a bicycle. Okay, they were the best. Ah. Tasty lick. Oh my gosh, so just refreshing. Not refreshing, reconforting. Right? Gosh, I can't speak right now. It felt like really warm and roomy, and they were the best moment of my Christmases. Just the soup. Nothing else, nothing fancy, not even the gift. I didn't even care. I miss those soup. I miss my grandma that made them. I miss my other grandma that used to make egg pies. They were so, so freaking good, man. Ugh. You were like, you could, it was so fresh too, like it's, you never felt full eating them. Oh, sorry, mister. Don't sue me, please. Here. Should make it free. Free of charge on me. We have one! Ah! Sorry, I didn't mean to sound super aggressive on that one. Extra large shirt, extra large shirt. Yes, you want an extra large shirt. Me too, don't worry. I love wearing shirts like robes. Robes? Like dresses. Sorry, French. Bring it again. I am so sorry. I need to buy more of those. Gosh, I love those. They're so fast. No smoker in my place. No smoker in my place. You can't smoke outside, though. I don't mind. You do you, boo. Yay! Whee! 4. You need 4. That's mine. That's mine. No one touches. No one touch. Those are all mine. All mine. No, you bastard! You little ginger bastard. Yeah, that's what you are, you little bastard, Mr. Don't even know your name. You are Colin. You look like a Colin. Look at your face. That's what I'm gonna call you, Colin. You're literally a Colin up in my ass. Sorry. Wow. Oh. No, that's mine. You don't touch. But that, you can do that. Extra large. Oh goody, my Chinese food is here. Oh, awesome. Nope, not what I wanted. Not what on it? On what? The Switch? Oh, they're making another board. I don't like it. I feel like it used to be way bigger than that. It's taking forever for me to just... It hurt. Ow. Quoi? No. No, you got it! Oh, it's big. Non, 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 ok, ok. Mais qu'est-ce qu'il y a, maman? Je l'ai fait. Je t'ai même fait penser tout cute. Yeah. I can't. Non? Oui. 5 heures. Okay, I'm just gonna redo it. What is wrong with me? You know what? Fuck it. I don't even want to do it anymore. You just get a plain one. Basta. Where you going with that, lady? Puis on a la fin de semaine pour lui apprendre en plus. Oh my gosh, c'est parfait. C'est quoi ça, là? Qu'est-ce que c'est? C'est quoi? Faux. Mais c'est si insu parce qu'il n'y a pas d'argent là, de 2 secondes. Oh non. Extra large. Extra. Large. White. Hey, here. I was gonna make a mistake. Got another plane. I don't have the nerve right now to make one. Don't worry. I think mom has some food, but I don't think it's enough. I know what I'm gonna. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Okay. After this day, I have to stop. And I'm gonna try to grind more, maybe off stream. But yeah, I've been really enjoying it. I love the painting we did. Love that too. It's like the little cocoon. So cute. Did I not got another? Did we still didn't get a second call? Did we just never? Huh. I thought I did it super fast. I'm really confused. Did I just miss out? Did I... Okay, well. Never mind. Oh, did I already have it? This morning I had one. I had one. And now I have... Fais attention là-dessus, hein. Non, maman, enlève ça, là. Enlève la boîte. C'est là qu'il a fait sa trace, là. Je sais pas, là-dessus, là. Ah. Ouais. Non, au moins juste le faire vacciner plus tôt. Hein. Mais ça veut dire que ce mois-ci, il est pas valide, là? Pour se faire opérer?
Ben non, parce que ça prend un mois pour l'autre vaccin.
Sacrifice, tabarnouche.
Ça prend un mois après le premier rendez-vous de vaccin pour donner un autre vaccin.
Ça serait horrible de faire ça. Non, c'est pas ça. Je suis en train de dire... oui, on voulait faire opérer. Il y a déjà eu un autre vaccin.
Ils savent, eux autres.
Je sais. Je sais. I need more. I just feel super bad for him too because he has super big energy and he's going a little crazy. I don't want him to hurt himself. Keeps fighting with his big brother. We might gonna have to just maybe give him a little space in the bathroom. It's a huge bathroom. And his bed. Because we cannot accept that since we're in an apartment. We cannot. Yay! Okay, so I am done with that. I'll be back later.